What up, y'all? This is your boy Westside Willie, pilot of the Bebop, coming in. I'm just letting y'all know that we will be departing from Detroit very shortly. So everybody get in their seats, sit down, relax, and if there's any thickums on this flight, you're invited to the cockpit.
Bebop, we got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick-tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling. Baby, come and hold me tight. Cause the sky's falling in deep space, writing these jams. All I need is Jordan, don't look back. It's a price on your head, and they'll double that pay. If you alive, not dead. These cats is new to these scenes and new to these walls. And when the shots start firing, they start to look for the door. Baby, don't get too close. I'm a cowboy. Wake up and see that I'm gone, I'm where the stars going. One thing I can say about life is that it's not born. And one thing I can say about us, we'll never stop hunting. I'm with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up.
I was about to say, even
so
Latin,
racist.
that couldn't
Like,
He's half Latin. So
I don't know. This is counting up.
It's like a
I think it's going. All right, let's go.
Alrighty.
counting up. What is it, a bomb?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the Bebop Boys podcast, where we talk about anime, people, and all types of fly shit.
Yeah. Antonio with the intro.
Marty would be proud.
100%.
All right. We there's a little room for
Yeah,
improvement, but we got this. We'll come back to it.
I forgot
It's
it.
comic books.
You
I
did
know.
great.
It's
Oh,
comic
anime.
books.
Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the Bebop Boys podcast, where we talk about anime, comic books, and all types of fly shit.
Fellas.
Fellas, what it do, baby boo?
What up,
Hello.
It's me.
though? What up, though?
Welcome
I'm
to my
the problem.
house.
It's a me.
Oh, okay.
Mario.
It's a me.
That's cultural appropriation. I'm going to need you to stop. Those are the spaghetti people. Anyway,
Ooh, wait a minute.
I can say that.
I love
No,
pasta.
I
You
know.
son of a bitch.
It's literally the only dinner
I
he
love
makes.
It's like
pasta, you son of a
gaslighting
bitch.
it.
It's the only dinner he makes.
Really, you're Latino, and that's the only thing you make?
I make more than that.
Oh, okay,
I literally make shit that I don't even eat. I make fucking mashed potatoes and fish and shit.
And then
Someone's
what I'm saying,
disagreeing with
the
you.
only thing he makes, I mean, for himself,
okay.
is spaghetti.
I've been doing that since I was
And
a weed top.
Can I just talk about this real quick because it pisses me off?
All right.
Maybe Wes too.
All right,
He
Aaron,
talks
out.
about me
Aaron
leaving
out.
Italian sausage in the fridge.
No. It's the fact that he just takes the sauce out of the fridge, out of the jar, pours it on the noodles, and he's done. He just makes the noodles and
Wait.
then pours sauce, cold sauce.
I like the difference in temperature.
If you're Italian out
I'm
there,
autistic.
get
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Or- oh, what's that?
I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. That's how I stand.
I like the warm
No, fuck
pasta.
that.
I like the warm pasta with the
You
cold
get no
sauce.
excuses.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Fresh pack of
Like,
Italian
oh, no,
sausage.
not just Italian sausage, every material he uses, because even the can of fucking sauce will still be in there half used, but he's got another new one. Yeah.
I
One
use them
time I
eventually.
threw out
You
8
use
sauces
noodles?
look,
from the fridge.
this is why. This
you
is
feel
why.
seen right
Half.
now?
No.
Half.
Yes.
Is this
I'm
your,
okay with
Is this your
Yes,
interfrenching?
maybe I'm naked and I'm okay with that.
This is your interfrenching.
Listen.
Stop.
Listen. This is why.
Get help.
Okay? This is why. This is why. Let me explain, okay? Because I don't go on grocery trips. I like buy what I'm
For
about to
dinner.
make for the day.
I do the same thing.
But what happens is like I don't cook often. So it'll be like I'll cook and then I'll go like 3 weeks without cooking. And then I won't remember what we have. So more often than not, if I assume that we don't have it, I'll come back and try to cook it. And then we don't have what I need. So then I got to go to the fucking store. So
Sounds like an HD.
most times I'll just buy everything, whether I know if we have it or not. And then there are a few times which I'll call you and be like, yo, can you check this? Can you check that? Blah, 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 blah. But a lot of times neither one of these niggas are here. So I just gotta guess, you know, I just
He
rebuy
does
it.
not check the fridge or the pantry
Prior to.
He just risks to get the biscuits.
Yeah, I fucking do. And you know what? Bagarabucha.
yeah,
cook
think
it
it's
a
something.
pizza.
He's like,
I
wait
cook
a
it a
minute. Wait a
pizza.
minute.
My
Yeah.
brother's girlfriend made like pizza in a what do you call it, in a skillet, the
Oh.
cast iron skillet
Yeah.
last night.
Oh,
I didn't have
Nice.
any, but it smelled really good.
Mm.
it sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I'm a fiend for
Did you have
pizza.
that this weekend? How was your guys' weekend?
Oh, shit. That's a good question.
I didn't eat it all this week. I just worked because, again, we're on week 4 of my tummy hurting.
Oh,
Your
yeah, that's
stomach
right.
still
Lent.
hurts? Are you like throwing up or anything?
No, but it's
Did
just
you
like
poop?
I've been pooping a lot.
Good.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Oh, pull back some.
What do you mean? Wait, what? What do you mean pull back some? How? Pull back on what?
I'm kind
I
of
just
scared
clench
that
up.
it's not actually recording. I don't know why.
Just like whenever you have to shit, just don't.
Yeah.
That's not a
All right.
thing.
I do it all the time.
No,
I hope.
it's not like I can control it.
The
Try-
poop?
Yeah, it's like when I gotta go, I gotta go.
IBS. You might have IBS.
Yeah,
Irritable bowel syndrome.
I mean, who doesn't?
I know people with that.
but no,
doesn't
it's
have
bad.
it?
Like
Antonio.
it's been.
I definitely have it.
Have you ever watched what's that name of that movie with Jennifer Aniston and Ben Stiller?
Long came Polly?
I think so. And like he had Indian food and he was just like ran to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
That's how it is sometimes.
Indian food
but that's
be
just
on
what
bullshit.
eating. But that's just eating crackers.
take offense. That's
I love Indian food.
Me too.
I love Indian.
Me too.
It's probably my favorite.
I work with this lady from Nepal. She makes me food all
Indian
the
food
time.
is your
I haven't
favorite?
had enough.
I'm sorry,
I haven't had enough.
Senorito.
Of all the foods?
yeah,
Of all the
the
foods?
black man. Yeah.
Thai food is good.
So what's wrong with Indian?
I'm a
Pizza's
little-
my favorite.
I'm not racist towards Indian people, but I'm racist towards Indian food. I don't like
Okay.
I don't like the smell of it at all.
That's racist.
I can't fuck with it, bro.
I love the smell of it.
I love the smell of
Oh.
it. Give me a nice
When I'm-
curry.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a. You guys actually stay by a South Asian cafe, Paparotti.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
yeah.
the ones.
It's
They smell good actually.
and they make.
I'll give
They
it to
probably
you.
made the best samosas I've ever had.
Damn, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And I had.
I'm rubbing my toes on things right now. Sorry, guys.
How was your weekend, Mike?
It was good, bro.
I think that's how we should start, like counteracting Nick's weirdness. It's just like
That's what
It
interjecting.
didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
That's what Marty does.
Oh, I'm not allowed to rub my toes on things?
You can do whatever you
say
want,
something
bro.
like left field. Just be like, and so how about those Red Wings?
Bro,
We all got our Red Wings.
I'm not gonna lie, don't even remember it.
Oh, drug doer. Shame.
Why is he a drug
shame.
dealer? Because he doesn't. Oh,
He
you're
doesn't remember
right.
his weekend because
Oh, or he could be.
I just came to the party for the
It's
drugs.
the drug doer.
Yeah, I don't.
doer.
Yeah, he did the drugs. The drug
Oh, I thought you said dealer.
No, no.
Okay.
No,
See, that's why I
no.
got confused.
No, don't get high on your
Okay.
own supply.
Never get high.
we gotta stop
on
this. We do
your
not
own
want to get
supply.
we would like
No.
to get monetized one
No,
day.
I really don't remember it, but I was looking forward to doing this. So you know,
This is the highlight of my.
Yeah,
I
it
just
is what
came
it
to
is.
watch today.
yeah, and then
Now you're here
and
to
then
bless us because
Antonio had to come fill in because you know
Lear
we're missing
strike
someone.
2.
Damn.
Damn,
Strike. He got a strike two for helping his
No,
girl.
you're not.
emergency.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm sorry.
bro.
I know because like last time when I was absent, he was like, "I miss you, Antonio." I was like, "Aw,
Thank you.
Yeah,
you
he's
for
gonna
filling
listen to
in.
this and be like,
problem.
"Damn,
Thank you.
never missing him again."
right,
you.
fuck my drag."
But
No,
no,
miss
I
you,
was
Lear.
chilling. I was chilling.
That's good then.
You know, what about you guys? What about
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
Why you grunting in the background?
What did I do
What
this
is this?
weekend? Uber Eats.
Okay.
Is it?
How long do you usually do it for?
It depends on what I want to buy.
Okay.
So
I do the same.
I like
thing.
that.
Yeah,
I do the
whatever.
same
If there's
thing.
You
something I
just do
want,
it to get the
I
money.
then
like.
I just
I,
Uber
that,
Eats
I,
still-
like
Okay,
it's
I like
usually if
that.
that's how I treat myself buying like an action figure or toy because I am a grown man and should not be doing that. But
No, you
fine.
can buy whatever you want. Don't put your age limit on something
I'll
like
be
that.
feeling guilty sometimes. Like, why do I want a fucking Power Ranger?
Why
I'm
would you not want a
35
Power
years
Ranger?
fucking
Yeah.
You not
Who
see all my
cares?
toys over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does.
First
Whatever
of all,
makes you
So there's
happy,
a
bro.
Sailor
Time out.
Moon. There's a Sailor Moon locket that I want. You know, the transformation thing. If you guys don't know, as I've said numerous times, it's a big Sailor Moon fan. So the replicas of the Sailor Moon, the brooches, and it opens up. It says Moon Prison Power Makeup, and it's light and flashy. Yes, and I want it. It's
You should get it. This is my thing. This is my
It's
thing about that.
$100, babe.
It don't matter. You're an
Fuck
adult.
it, bro.
As a
you
kid,
can make
you
that.
never
you
get
can
this.
make that
Sounds
doing
awesome.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
You can get this now. You know what? Let me real quick, because there was an epiphany I came over with today, and it was about myself.
Talk your shit.
I was getting into the comic book store, you know, I was in the parking lot. I'm pulling in, and I see this old man coming towards me with a Corvette, and I go, "Ugh, typical." You know?
Typical.
So
Fucking
but
rich
then-
white bastard.
But then I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute.
Don't go
Who
off.
am I to tell this man he don't deserve this car?
Yeah.
He's probably lived his whole life with shitty car to shitty car to shitty car. Finally got to the age where he can afford this car and is like, I'm going to get this bitch.
Yeah.
And then you got me over here in my fucking Blazer,
Hate
just
that.
like this old bastard's going through a midlife crisis. No, I
Hate
just got the car he always wanted.
Yeah, no,
Like
yeah.
this guy got a Pontiac.
I don't got a fucking Pontiac.
Damn.
and I
That's the car you
did,
wanted?
and I actually
Yes,
with the
Papa.
Camaro, that actually it was a car that I wanted since I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I wanted
And you
that
got
car.
it.
And I had shitty cars up until I got that car.
Exactly.
My next car will be my dream car. It
So
is
the same thing goes for your
Jeep Wrangler.
toys.
But
You're an
yeah,
adult
you're right.
And you
What
can
is your
afford
dream
it,
car?
and you're gonna fucking buy
What
it.
is your dream car?
a Jeep Wrangler. I know it's like nothing extravagant, but I just always wanted a Wrangler.
It doesn't matter what your fucking dream car is, as long as you
It's
get it
it's,
and
and
you
it's a
want it.
typical gay car. Like lesbians have the Subarus,
Yeah, they do.
gays have the Jeep Wranglers.
What do the straights have?
I know. Okay, my girl's best friend is.
And he got a
Never
Wrangler.
mind,
He got
bro.
a Wrangler,
Let me know
don't he?
not to.
He got a Wrangler. He got a Wrangler. Sorry, bro. Stereotypes.
That's
some,
fucking
as,
hilarious.
As Jamar says, Marty said, some stereotypes are true.
Yeah.
Some.
Okay.
Matt, how was your weekend?
I was good.
What's your
I
dream
mean,
car? Is it a stereotype?
What is your dream car?
What is your dream car?
probably be like a Honda Civic.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't do
It
that.
can be a
but-
Honda Civic if he wants it to be.
It is basic.
I don't. But I don't.
It
think
is
it
No,
is.
no. Like dream,
It is
like
basic,
dream
but
car. If
don't.
I was able to have
Let 'em
like
have it.
any car,
Yeah.
Hellcat.
It's a Hellcat.
A Charger or
yeah.
Challenger?
I feel like
One of
that's
those.
like a straight car.
Charger.
Charger.
Yeah.
I could see
Yeah,
you.
very
I could
different.
see,
That's what it is.
I could see.
Okay.
So
Been to too
I
many
know
music
that.
videos where there's a group of those.
So Antonio is a Jeep Wrangler.
Mm-hmm.
Nick or Matt is a Hellcat Charger. Nick's is
1992 Astro van.
nope.
You just want to have
Nick's
sex in the
is
back seat of a car.
I used to have one and I loved
Now
it.
you made me fucking forget what it's
What is
called.
mine?
It's the fucking Back to the Future car.
DeLorean.
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 A gold-plated DeLorean. Mine is a Lamborghini Diablo.
See, I was going to say Lamborghini,
bad.
but I didn't
I
know
like
any
yours.
kind of Lamborghinis. So.
There's
Well, you're a rapper, so that's stereotypical.
yeah, that's no, not Diablo. Diablo's old. Diablo's a '90s car.
No.
Yeah, you hear how
No.
No. You like a tell
No.
kid. You're being. You're being.
No.
bad.
No.
No, I'm not.
It's a Lambo, babes.
No, look, it's a
Bikes.
Lamborghini Diablo,
Bikes.
and it's a '90s one, and I want it, and it's real,
How much
and
is
it's
it?
real pretty. Bro,
It's real
Um,
pretty.
the pretty Lamborghini.
Lamborghinis do not really depreciate, so it's still like $200,000.
Jesus.
But
And you want the gold-plated DeLorean? Do you want the rising doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
he's gonna, bro, can you imagine the pictures he's gonna take around that
I know,
fucking
right?
car?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I
so
wouldn't
ri-
blame
so
you. I
obnoxious.
wouldn't
So
blame you.
ridiculous.
Thank you.
I would
So
think the same thing.
obnoxious.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. And you know what? I don't even care.
That's
I like
fine.
it.
You know, I don't even care because I'm gonna go nuts.
Do it.
I
I'm
like.
gonna go nuts.
I want to see that.
I want to see.
I wanna
that.
see
I
it.
want to do that for you.
I
We're
wanna
You're
gonna
all
see
gonna
it.
be in one.
We're all gonna see it.
Yeah.
You're all
We're gonna be
Oh,
part
I
of
was
it.
gonna
my
say,
gold-plated DeLorean.
Rap gangster poses in front of your DeLorean, the prayer hands.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing a
Yes.
fur coat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to wear
Everyone
one.
in a fur coat
I have
Wearing
one.
fur coat.
in front of the
I
DeLorean,
have one.
gold-plated.
He does.
I have one.
I have one.
I have one.
You ever fur coat?
I also saw
Yeah.
Dune
Yeah.
2.
Both. I've seen you both.
You saw Dune 2?
I did.
How was it?
Yeah, how was that? Yeah.
It-
Yo, they get
We're still on this weekend. Hold on.
Yeah. How
Dude,
was
I gotta
it?
wrap it up. It was great. I mean, have you guys seen number one?
No.
No.
Really? Okay.
I'm gonna watch
Because
it.
they downplayed it. It was like nothing happens in
Yeah.
the second movie.
Yeah.
That damn, the first one hasn't even came out yet. How are y'all downplaying the fucking first one?
That-
Yeah, I didn't see it. It's been on Max for 2 years.
That's exactly
Haven't
how I
cared.
felt. That's exactly
And
how I
then-
felt.
Then
Watching the first
second
one?
comes on and everybody's like
Well-
screaming. I'm like, okay.
Did you
I
cream?
guess I should.
Don't.
So, how it was when it first came out, I was getting that hype, but then, like Antonio was saying, people were like, "Okay, it's actually more of a setup." Like people weren't that excited, so I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna wait."
Why would
to
you
watch
drop
it
a
then."
whole movie as a setup?
But
I guess this is a book
Hold
series.
on.
franchise.
Hold on, he's gonna tell us.
yes, it's the book series because I had two friends that ended up reading Dune, and they got like really invested into it and saying it's like one of the best stories they've ever seen. And now
This is a
the
reboot,
first-
right? Or remake?
Yes, the
yes,
movie.
because the first movie that ever came out, like the '90s old one, actually covered all three books in just that one movie.
Oh shit.
That's
So-
aggressive storytelling.
Very
Was it good?
no. It was awful because it made no sense.
Because, you know, they're remaking a lot of those
Venom
80s
2.
and 90s.
yeah, they're just
80s
trying
and
to-
90s, like those high fantasy movies.
like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and what's the other one that just remade a couple years ago?
kind of did Evil Dead.
The Dust. It takes place like in the dust, like post-apocalyptic Earth. I hate those.
Mad
Mad
Max?
Max.
Yes, you know they're redoing a lot of those movies. I hate those movies.
They
I
just-
don't know
they're
if they
doing another one
did
new.
that one. They mainly just did like
Sequel, and then what's the one that Ryan Gosling was in, or was it Ryan Gosling? Blade Runner.
Yeah,
Blade Runner.
Blade
That was
They're remaking
uh,
all of those dystopian
Blade Runner
movies.
2049 was the sequel.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
was
lie to
thinking
you.
Ryan Reynolds. I
Cinematically,
was
that
like,
movie's
what?
gorgeous.
Blade Runner.
Yes, Jesus, and a lot of people. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's how I
literally
felt.
like no dialogue.
No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. They all look boring.
Yeah. So
Well-
I watched the original before I watched
Dune?
the.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. Blade Runner. not
Okay.
this-
Yeah.
I should have been talking about.
No,
Dune,
it's
but-
okay. We're
So
fine.
Blade Runner, I watched the first Blade Runner and I was like, this is boring as shit. And then I watched the second one and I was like, that was beautifully boring. Like I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
that was pretty
Yeah,
good,
just
but it
like
looked
some
great.
movies are about the visual aesthetic and not
Yeah.
necessarily about
Yeah.
the film,
And
about
then-
the dialogue and
Dave
story.
Bautista gave his best performance in Blade Runner
Oh, he
2049.
was in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like 2
Oh,
seconds.
he was also in Dune. And
Yes, he's-
Yeah, I didn't even know he was,
He was in Dune?
yeah,
Yeah, he's
Oh,
bald.
when if you look
In
at
it.
Well,
the
he's bald
cast
in real
in
life.
Dune, it's insane. So many people keep popping off the screen and I'm like, wait a fuck.
Yeah, I didn't know Austin Butler was in it.
Austin
Apparently,
Butler,
like,
Christopher
he's never
Oscar
held
Isaac?
before.
Oscar
Oh,
Isaac.
Austin Butler.
Yep.
I did see him.
Austin
And then
Butler.
Oscar Isaac was in the first one. I thought.
Yes.
Half naked and sexy.
Yes.
Why
And
does
Did you not see
Zendaya
the
have
first
blue
one?
eyes?
Did you see it?
No.
Oh.
So
I didn't see it. Keep saying.
context, the spice like on the planet that
Google everything.
Dune, there's spice and then it like kind of heightens your senses. It's like pretty much a stimulant, and once you just inhale it so much, you
Oh, it
your
makes
eyes just
you-
turn
okay.
blue. Yeah.
Drug addicts.
But the first one was like with that expectation going into it, because my friends read the books. They're like, all right, guys, this Dune movie's gonna be insane. I was like, all right. They re-released Dune 1 in theaters in IMAX, and then I went to go watch it. And with that expectation of it not being like a climax or more of a build-up, I thought it was phenomenal. Like I was like, all right, without expecting much, it was amazing, like phenomenal, every part about it. And then, but I still had that thing where I was like, all right, but this was a great build-up for the second one. Then the second one, I kind of have the same feeling. Now, what happens in the second one's actually some plot twist, like some mind-blowing shit, like some shit you'd see in Game of Thrones. But then
Incest.
it's like I still.
Right, brother, sister, scissoring.
Kentucky.
Oh, you'll see a lot. You'll see a lot if you
Kid
end up
get
watching
knocked
it.
off a roof because of it. Fucking hate Game of Thrones.
Oh. I was
Oh,
like, is this a
damn,
Martin
okay.
Scorsese
Yeah, I was
movie?
about to
Carry
say,
on.
okay.
Hey,
it Martin
yo.
Sheen?
Yeah, beg of the booch.
That was episode 1.
Yeah, it was
That
very, yeah.
That's literally how
Very
far as I
upbeat.
made it. I fucking hate Game of
I only watched episode 1 too. So would you
don't blame
recommend Dune 2?
Yes,
What would you rate it out of a 10?
9.
God.
Oh,
Damn,
damn.
son. So,
Okay.
but we have
Matt-
to see Dune 1.
Matt,
Yes.
that's a very serious fucking rating. You
That is
better
a
be
high
serious
rating.
about it.
Especially
Thank
for
you.
movies lately.
Because I would say,
What about Dune 1?
I would also say 9.
Wow.
The
Wow.
only reasons why is because, like I said, with the first
Triple
one,
lines almost.
the first
Right,
one
one
doesn't
more.
satisfy you. You're not going to watch the first one and be like, Dune's amazing.
So,
You're just going to be surprised about the world building, the cinematography, the CGI. It's beautiful.
so we should probably wait until Dune 2 comes out on streaming and watch it back to back to back. Because visually, should
Yeah.
you see it in theater?
But that's
well,
no.
what does it look like
Yes.
visually?
It's so visually, it's still like awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping, but it's the sound. Holy shit!
You've seen it too? You're not
Because
a lot.
because with I don't know if
Oh,
you guys
okay.
ever seen about Dune, like the worms. So when those
Yeah.
scenes are
I've been seeing
happening
a lot
in like
cosplay.
Dolby Vision, the entire theater's
Yeah.
like an earthquake.
It looks
Oh,
it's
it's
giving
insane.
It's giving
Yeah, that's-
And you
Star
feel
Wars.
intense.
What's his name again? Say it.
Anakin. Anakin.
Say,
Yeah.
say his name
pretty
again.
much.
Say it again, Wesley.
It's Timothée.
It is Timothée.
Timothée.
But no.
Look,
Huh.
so, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Space Jesus.
Well,
Yeah.
Space Jesus.
hey, there's a Jesus everywhere.
He's a menace.
Anyway, speaking of rating movies, some animes got rated over the weekend too.
Yes.
Yes.
Anime
2014
Award.
Anime Awards.
Academically rate they're
What is wrong with y'all and not pronouncing shit?
Academically?
I went to a fucking art
Is it
school and I can
academically?
pronounce
What are you
better than
saying?
y'all.
I think Academy.
academically
Yeah, that's what I'm
Academically.
saying.
Are you
But
trying
like,
to say academically?
No,
I guess
it's not.
like
they're
The Academy.
they got
it wasn't
accolades.
nothing passed, right? They didn't care
They got
about
Okay.
accoladed rated.
Okay.
Not like I said, oh, this was an 8 out of 10. They got accoladed.
acclaimed.
Acclaimed.
Okay. Let's keep going.
We got there. All right.
Let's
so anime
move
Awards.
on.
We're
Yeah,
talking
all
about the anime.
Anime awards. Let's
All right.
touch on that.
This
So
bitch.
I have a lot of opinions on these. I don't
I think we all.
I don't
do, for
expect
sure.
you guys to
I just
go
have an
through
opinion
these.
on Meg Thee Stallion. Queen. We
All right,
love
let's-
you.
She
you know
looked
what?
good.
She looked good.
She
good.
looked great.
I just want to say this about Meg Thee Stallion, and I'm not talking about. I know. Sorry, I'm not talking about her rap shit. I'm just talking about visually.
Okay.
That bitch is bad. Like, she's so pretty. She's so stacked. She's so like tall, statuesque, thick. Like, I'm gay.
Really nice nails.
I'm gay as fuck. And this
Yeah.
like she is like fucking my
What would you rate her?
a fucking 20, but that's inappropriate to rate a woman based on her body.
I'm rating
How dare
everything
you?
today. I'm
How
rating
dare you,
everything today.
Nicholas?
I'm rating. What do you
did
rate
it.
her personality? Yeah, you rated her. Wait a minute. Don't come at me.
How
I didn't-
dare you?
I don't rate people.
But she was beautiful though.
No,
She's
Well,
never not.
She was based on JoJo.
Yes.
I never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Neither have I.
Just-
You
I've
know
watched
what?
a good portion.
I-
I never finished.
I
She's
appreciate
so
what
gorgeous.
I appreciate what she does for anime.
Yeah.
Especially as a black person, because you know, especially as
Yeah,
black woman, you know,
100%.
all my friends, a lot of my friends sometimes make fun of me. I'm like, anime, that's just cartoons. No, nigga, it's not cartoons.
I know.
I just said that.
I know.
I just said
dude.
We're gonna go over some shit
So
today.
many
I
friends.
just, but
Alright.
no, that like
Watch Perfect
I
Blue.
appreciate what she did because she touched on Perfect Blue in that music video, the Hiss music video, and she incorporates it into a lot of her stuff, which is dope. And you know,
She was Todoroki.
it's like
Yeah, she loves her shit.
yeah, she does. She does.
Ooh,
She's been doing that the whole time that she's
And
been
like,
out.
I hate that like people like someone said online that like they feel like her liking anime is just an aesthetic, and then like if you gave her an anime quiz, she wouldn't know. Like, why does she fucking need
She's already
a
done an
fucking
anime
yeah.
power
quiz.
scaling quiz?
Okay,
Also,
First of
she
all,
cosplays
one,
on her own.
She cosplays on her own. She's been
So
doing
annoying.
it. She's been doing it the whole time that she's been on.
Yeah.
And she has done anime quizzes and like shit like that.
She shouldn't have
And
to.
here-
and she
references
doesn't
them in
need
her
to.
songs.
And
She
like,
shouldn't
bro,
have to.
a normal fucking person that watches anime, like, bro, that's like fucking like okay. I saw this fucking clip where they were talking about Eminem, and Cassidy said that Eminem knows more about like hip hop culture than like the average black person does because he like studies the culture. So it's like if you went up to any nigga that just listens to rap and asked him a question about the
yeah.
culture,
Because it's about the
deeper
culture.
than-
We grew
deeper
up in
than
this
the
shit.
contemporary
Yeah.
culture. So like not like, okay, so you know who's out right now. What do you know who influenced them?
Right. Do you know
Like,
who KRS-One
do you know who
is?
KRS-One is? Do you know who like Jay-Z was?
Well,
Like how
do
far
you
back
know-
is,
see,
is
you know
your
Will Smith used to
understanding?
rap?
These are
Yeah,
things
exactly.
I know.
Like,
See,
These are things
so
I
it's like-
know.
so it's like so what would you be impressed by? Like okay, the
Right,
girl,
and-
the woman knows she knows
knows
the contemporary ones, and then if she
She
knows
knows-
JoJo's, then
She knows JoJo. She
like-
knows Dragon Ball. She knows Naruto. She knows what she knows. Sailor Moon. She cosplays like she knows.
like yeah. So like what exactly?
They
so,
didn't say
like,
anything about Chris
what,
Brown.
What would you be impressed by?
Not at all. You're right.
Yeah, like
Nothing about Chris
You're right.
Brown.
like what does she need to know
And
to
see,
be like
even-
Drop
to
them.
confirm?
even at that point,
this.
the
And you're
biggest
done.
thing, the one thing that like throws it all out is like, so what if they were just
So what?
pandering?
If it's
So
just
what if they were
an
just pandering?
aesthetic?
Exactly.
You're right, 'cause
She's
everything
bringing
else-
like to it, and maybe she'll actually start getting like
Right.
If it was
maybe
that.
someone did influence her. She was like, I could make this a shtick. But like,
Yeah.
that's not because like you could tell even her album art, her visuals and stuff like that is very influenced by.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
the thing.
I
you
think
could
that-
tell she
And she was in a
actually
Marvel
likes-
show.
You could tell she.
I love
likes
that. Like I know
So clearly she's
I know the
nerdy.
incels hated her.
Oh
and
my
she
god! They
Yeah.
still bring it up.
They
Yeah.
Why are you
That's
that mad at two
hilarious.
girls twerking? Why does that bother you so much?
I say this before and I say it, right. Two girls twerking, gay, woke shit. No.
Get that out of my show.
You need someone to twerk on your face.
Bro.
That's the problem.
Look,
no,
bro.
they don't because
Let's
they don't
fucking
deserve
touch.
that.
Oh, let's
don't deserve that.
Let's touch on these
Yeah.
categories.
All right,
What's the first
all right,
one,
all right,
Matt?
all
What
right.
do you
I mean,
choose?
consensually, of course.
Right,
Of
right,
course.
right.
That's the problem.
So I'm gonna go through. I'm not gonna go through every single category. We'll be here for hours.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go through kind of the big ones, and then I'm gonna go with the nominees first, and just kind of say what everybody thinks it is. Then we'll say what it is, and then
Oh, okay. I
what
like
everybody
this one.
wants to think their
love
opinion is on
games.
it. Like what would they would rather
You enjoy
have.
this.
All right.
Kinky.
So the first one we got is Anime of the Year. Oh, by the way, this is Crunchyroll Awards. Like it's a specific kind of. Yeah,
Oh, so there's like an anime awards and then Crunchyroll's anime awards.
I'm assuming
like the grand
Crunch-
deals.
I think this is like the biggest production anime
Yeah.
award,
Okay.
but it's just
Yeah.
like hosted by Crunchyroll. 'Cause
Yeah.
Okay.
if you look up anime awards, you'll probably find this, but there's still other like anime awards.
Right.
So this is
Crunchyroll's the
Crunchyroll's.
big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got for Anime of the Year, the nominations.
Nominees.
I'm here with you.
Whew.
Nominee. Wait, no, I don't
I
know.
need
if
you
I'm
here.
saying
Yeah,
it
let
right.
him get there.
I'm saying it right.
Nominees.
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 R.I.P. to Anonymous.
R.I.P. to
The nominees for Anime of the Year are Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village Arc, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, the first part of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Oh, they
First
split it up.
part, so it's
Dickheads.
the
Right.
past arc. And then Oshinoko, I don't know what that is. And then Vinland Saga Season 2.
Chainsaw Man.
So you're gonna say what we think it is?
Yeah, just like we don't have to stick too much on like who you
Demon
think
Slayer.
it is. Demon
Chainsaw
Slayer.
Man.
Chainsaw
I mean,
Man.
I already know.
You
who
already
it
know.
is,
Okay.
so.
you already know.
So it's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh,
Season 2.
Really?
What anime of the year? I
But
know.
now, hold on. They
This is
cheated.
Anime of the year.
They cheated.
Yes.
They cheated.
Chainsaw Man. I mean, sorry. Just the
Jujutsu
first part of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, not even the
Second-
Shibuya arc.
That's what I'm saying.
Not even the Shibuya arc.
That's
The
what I'm
past-
saying.
In all fairness, part 1 was better than part 2.
Yes, I agree.
It was.
I agree.
But that's cheating because technically that's not season 2. That's just part 1 of season
Yeah,
2.
it's just
That's
part
not the whole
one, but,
fucking
like,
season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what, 6 episodes? 8 episodes?
Yeah, it was about 6.
That's bullshit.
Yep.
like anyways.
It was
I
good.
disagree.
but-
It was great.
It was all right.
But the thing is, like, for
no, I just watched Jujutsu Kaisen because I feel the need to stay in the loop of like Anime Kingdom. I don't.
yeah,
To be fair, I
feel
don't
like
like
at this
it.
point,
Mm.
I feel like at this point, it's
I don't
kind of
think
like
I like
that,
it.
where like the nominees, like everybody that was voted in this, had a complete kind of story already, just in that first season or whatever arc they're kind of doing. While Jujutsu Kaisen was just the past one,
Right.
but as somebody who read the manga, like what the whole season 2, and Nick's right there with
What
me. I wasn't impressed by the production whatsoever. The story's great. I knew the story was going to be
Yeah.
amazing. Like there's nothing about
Toji
it.
came in.
But Toji, just him alone. And then so I knew it was going to be a big deal, and Jujutsu Kaisen and Mappa in general have very hardcore fans.
Yeah.
So my question, my point that I'm rambling is, for Anime of the Year, I don't know what they dictated for that,
what
other
was-
than
what's
popularity.
the criteria?
Yeah.
for it?
Because
yeah,
now Jujutsu Kaisen won a lot of awards.
Yeah.
In this, they won a lot. They
Okay.
won, like, they almost swept. It was like more than half that
Uncalled
they
for.
won. And it's the most confusing thing ever. Don't get me wrong, I think some parts were top tier and some were deserved, but the entire production was so messy. Like, I say it all the time about the production of Jujutsu Kaisen. One of the animators actually tweeted out saying, "I want to kill myself," after one of the episodes came out, that he didn't get time to do it. And then he ended up having to delete it. But it was a confirmed one. I looked into it. I saw other sources. I seen that like the actual person posted it, and he like said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that."
No, it was
So,
fucking
like-
tired of, like,
Tired of that bullshit.
Yeah.
And so it blew
and like
my
I've heard
mind.
that like these anime animators get pushed to their limits.
Oh,
sometimes.
even the MCU
And
ones.
that's why the cancel culture is so confusing to me, because I never think it works. And this is the biggest example of it, where when this comes out, like, not even just the guy saying he wants to kill himself, there were so much other things about the animators being pushed, rushed. My friends that read the manga, watched it, were like, yeah, that looks rushed. There's like no way that looks good. There's a lot of really bad shit where we're like really pissed and disappointed. And then it's just like,
well, it's not offending anybody.
It's performative.
Yeah,
Because cancel
exactly.
culture,
They
cancel
can't-
culture
they
is
can't thrive
essentially
off-
performative.
and then
Because
it's
it
like
depends on who, what, where, and why.
the
we're
fact
angry
that like
and we're
all
gonna do
this
something
came
about
out,
it.
the fact that all this came out and it was still like beloved. Like I see Jujutsu Kaisen being praised so much, and I'm
They
like,
get cried.
wait a minute,
Look,
I
I don't-
thought
yeah,
all
I
this
think-
came out. I thought, and I'm
And
not
I don't
somebody that
like
jumps on
it.
a bandwagon.
It's
No,
not even that
Yeah.
good. Like,
I like
No, I
it.
love Jujutsu Kaisen.
I love
like
it,
it
but
like
it's
that.
like it's
That
not.
animation.
But I love it, but it's like not. I love it, but I don't think that it. Like, what about that is anime of the year?
yeah.
I agree.
Well, who do
The-
you guys think should have won?
Of those,
those,
Probably
yeah.
I like
Chainsaw
even
Man.
in
of those. I like Demon
or
Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
I would have to go Demon
Yeah,
I would
Demon
go-
Slayer. Demon Slayer's
I would go-
epicness. Remember when the movie
Demon
came
Slayer.
out?
Yeah.
Was that 2 years ago now, or was that
Yeah,
a year?
Mugen Train, that was-
Mugen Train.
Mugen
That was about
Train
3 years ago.
That was a while ago.
impactness itself, and then
Cried, and I already knew.
and
Yeah,
I did-
that
the
shit is
speech
no
he
joke.
gave to fucking the demon.
Rengoku?
No, when Rengoku died.
No.
Oh, and then Tanjiro.
Tanjiro was
He
like,
was
bro,
trashing
he
him.
cut
Yeah, he-
dogging his ass.
Yeah.
He was like, you ain't shit.
Come back, bitch ass
back
nigga.
here. You ain't gonna do shit. Come back here.
Pelican back.
Bring your ass back
Bring your
here.
ass back here. But you running now.
Yeah.
You running now.
bro. And then the demon got mad as fuck
Something
and threw the fucking sword and started punching that bitch, bro.
He said, bitch
He was
ass.
like, "Who you calling a bitch, nigga?
Right.
I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of the sun."
Just the sun coming out. Someone's coming out. Fuck you up.
You sound like a bitch to me.
Sound like a bitch. to me.
Sound like a bitch.
You could
to
just
me.
kill me and then dodge the sun.
And
Yeah, you scared of everything,
And
bro?
then he got
Scared?
bossed up by Muzan in a little
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
He didn't even touch him.
I think Muzan in any form will boss you up, though. It don't matter.
Yeah,
That's just
fair.
him.
That man will boss you up
mama.
as a baby.
Like he did his mama and his servant.
Yeah.
bro.
God damn.
But,
So
okay,
yeah.
so and then also like the season finale last year, like that
was
was trending.
spectacular.
Everybody was
Yeah.
talking about it.
It was
People who were
such an
into
amazing
Demon
idea.
Slayer got into Demon Slayer because that video was trending.
Yeah.
Of Nezuko surviving the sunlight. Like
Yeah.
Demon Slayer deserved Anime of the Year.
100%.
I will probably give it to Chainsaw Man because Chainsaw Man has been. I think it's just because the way the guy looks is the way people be
As-
talking about it.
Yeah.
I'll delve more into it, but just like kind of short point to it. As somebody who loves Chainsaw Man, read all the mangas after just seeing the trailer for it, that was enough to get me into it, and I loved it. And I said it on one of the pods before where Chainsaw Man didn't draw me in or get me in love with it until like 70% through the story.
Damn.
So the
Okay.
first part, when I was watching it, I didn't have big expectations. I was more just critical about the production. Same how I was with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
And I was pretty at beginning, I was pretty disappointed, pretty mad about it. But then the last few episodes actually kicked up, and I was very happy with it. But I
don't like
don't
it that
think
It was fun.
I don't think the praise and the popularity is necessary from the quality of it, but more just the fan base.
The fan base and the aesthetic.
But I
of
do
some of the
think once
designs.
the
Proud
next
shit.
once the next part comes out or this movie comes out,
But it was fun.
I do think it will be.
enjoy it.
I think everybody will be like, okay,
It ain't the
Yeah,
best
you
thing
said
I've
that.
seen.
You said that before, so I'm gonna watch it when that does come.
Yeah.
I 100%.
So what
What's
what do
next?
we got next?
All right, next one is we can kind of touch on this. We can kind of skip if we need to. It's best continuing anime story.
Okay.
One Piece.
So it's One Piece,
One Piece.
Attack on Titan,
One Piece.
Demon Slayer,
One Piece.
Jujutsu Kaisen,
One
Spy Fam,
One Piece.
Vinland Saga,
One Piece.
and the winner is
One Piece.
One Piece.
One Piece.
But I don't think that
One
like
Piece.
why was Attack on Titan in there? Because it's not continuing. It was the end of it.
But it continued into this year.
so it.
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
been, and
It ended
This,
this
no,
year.
this part, yeah, it says this was nominated for the final chapter, part 1.
okay.
So it wasn't the ending.
it wasn't the end of it. Still
I'm not gonna
disagrees.
lie. If it was part 1,
It was the one with Hanji.
yeah, that should have won.
Oh, One Piece?
Yes, over One Piece. Nothing that like that movie part 1 of Attack
I wish
on
I could have
Titan
opinion on
was
this.
more impactful than like even the fucking
I don't want
Gear
either of
5
those.
No.
of
no.
it.
You're insane.
It
Did
was.
they put it on Pornhub?
It was.
Gear 5 was on Pornhub.
It was. Look, bro,
Gear 5 was on Pornhub.
that shit, like, especially, like, bro, that shit was. People were fucking sharing that picture of Hanji falling out of the sky, and like, bro, like.
My thing is this. All right. And I was thinking about it today while I was driving
Making your way
in a rage.
Milking.
In a rage.
I was making my way downtown, and it's just I'm sick and tired of the seasons having a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the season
Because
splits up.
like I seen a Twitter post about Invincible, and they're like, part 2 of season 2 is so good, and I'm like, the fact that you're saying part 2 of season 2,
there's no
I'm like,
point.
just make the whole fucking season,
especially in like in their case where
Yeah.
the season's only 8 fucking episodes.
man. Yeah. But it's just, for me, it's like,
Why
bro,
did you split
that's
that
not
up?
a season. That's season 1, and now that you've broken it in 2 parts, guess what? That part 2, season 3.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
But,
Yeah.
Season 3.
I mean,
Yes.
that was a movie. Like for Attack
Yeah,
on Titan, that
pretty
was a
much.
They
movie.
just
was.
called it a movie because they called it fucking season 3, part 2 of part 1. And it's
Now,
like, what are you doing right now?
Now, can you say
What are we
'cause we know that the Invincible took a break for
Yeah.
it's like at least what they said was for their animators to
What
take a
they
break.
said.
Exactly.
But also, like, then
Do
just
you
put it out
think a
further
lot-
down the line.
I'd rather have a whole
Yeah.
completed
Yeah,
piece.
just
I
let
agree.
them work a
like,
normal amount of
honestly,
hours like they're
I
supposed
don't
to.
care
And
anymore.
put it further down the line. We've already been waiting.
because I
Wait a
really
little
didn't
longer.
care. Like
yeah.
nothing really happened in those 4 episodes. Let's call a spade. Nothing happened in those 4 episodes.
The ending of the last 4 episodes.
That was it.
I just wish
That
a lot
was
of
it.
animes
Because the
shows
first
in general
episode was like built up
Yeah.
the whole shit with the multiverse dude. Okay, that nothing came back from that.
Oh, it's about to.
And then the 4th episode, his dad.
It's about
And like that was sad. That was cool to see, or Omni-Man come back and him almost killing himself and everything. It's just that whole, what happened. But again, nothing happened.
yeah.
I'm just sick of these shows doing parts to the season.
Yeah.
Shit's ridiculous.
It is. It's bad the
but,
way they're
I'll
holding up
if
stuff.
I'll let Mike win the argument on that one just because I'm a huge One Piece stan. If it's more impactful, fine.
I mean, One Piece is.
Whatever.
I think
not
I do
gonna
think
end.
it was more impactful, but like One Piece isn't ending, so it's like
It's never gonna end.
like
Yeah.
one.
We got about
But
2 more
I
years.
will say One Piece had a good year last year. So
So
One
like,
Piece
okay,
could
so let's
probably-
talk about that. So y'all feel I don't watch One Piece. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah,
It's
same,
y'all feel
sorry.
like, well, it's been what 20 years.
Well, they wrapped up Wano.
yeah, One Piece like
It's
One
27.
Piece like it kind of lifted. I feel like the popularity went up last year.
Yeah.
So
like,
It did. I think
because
it was
of the live
because
action.
The live
no,
action.
well, the live action for sure, but I think the build up to Gear 5 got a lot of hype around it for some
Okay.
odd fucking reason. That I feel like that didn't have to do with the live action
This is
because he
kind
doesn't
of
even go
left.
Gear 2.
But like, so I hate to compare the two, and I'm not.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
not trying to.
no, we're good.
But I just want to, in comparison of long running animes. So Dragon Ball's been running almost 40 years,
Right.
But there's closures to major storylines, right?
No.
Kinda
Which ones?
like
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball. His evolution from boy to man.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z.
Red Ribbon
there's-
Army still exists though,
there's
which was
still-
the main villain. So
I mean, he just won't kill anybody.
Frieza's still around, so we're good there
I mean,
too.
But like if
just
Dragon
brought Cell
Ball
back.
but if Dragon Ball never comes back on,
That'd be cool.
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because like even the cartoon, if you don't read the manga, the cartoon ended like whatever, and we
Mm.
got 2 movies,
Mm.
whatever. Where does that look like? What does that look like for One Piece?
One Piece is different.
Does it
because
ever have like a closure to like
no? Because
of any season finale?
no,
There's no
there is no
seasons, really.
seasons.
Oh,
That's
they
what,
don't-
that's
they
what I'm
don't
saying.
break.
Like
They just
that's what I'm
continue-
saying.
it
Like
just
with
keep going.
with so
That's
with
crazy.
with
So how do you catch up?
It's
Like
just
how do you
art.
watch
you
that
have to
show?
start it.
You have
just have to
go
start it and
faster
keep
than
going.
they're going.
How do
because
you watch that fucking show?
no, because
Read.
look, so
Read
so
like
with
me.
One Piece, they just keep dropping episodes. So
No.
so that's why like with the continuing thing, I was like, I mean,
Like how do you
like so
it doesn't
regardless.
end? We just constantly
So
It's coming to an end.
One Piece is a
Shit.
continuous story. So it's like they don't stop because they're just progressing through the story.
okay.
Dragon Ball is not really progressing through a story.
No.
It's cyclical. That's
How-
what I was
yeah.
saying during the Great Debate episode.
Could
'Cause
you
it's like-
guys compare it to the way Hunter x Hunter does their show in any way possible?
There's better storytelling in One Piece than in Hunter x Hunter.
but it's
well-
similar, I guess.
Well, yeah, but
Because
with
it's like they're building on Hunter x Hunter
building
does build
universe.
on it.
Right.
yeah, but like
okay.
if you're like so and again we're gonna be touching this soon, but when you read the manga for Hunter x Hunter, they do a lot of repeating just to kill time, in my opinion.
Like repeating themes or
Yeah, so like for
characters?
example,
Lot of
they
writing.
explained Nen during the tower. What is it called again? What's the tower?
That fight.
yeah, they're in the
Tournament
battle
place?
tower.
Yeah.
So they explain Nen and how it works and all that other shit in that arc. And in the arc they're in now in the manga, they're doing it again,
Okay.
but in like more vivid detail, more boring. And it's like, bro, we've learned about
Did
it.
this before.
But they introduce characters that don't know about it, so now they're going over it again.
Yeah.
And like I kind of maybe understand in the case like new people are coming in,
So, yeah,
or
okay.
it's been a while since they read because they took a very long break. So there might be like recapping in a way,
Mhm.
but it's like, bro, we don't
No,
need you to recap.
you don't need to do that.
So like
Bro,
that storytelling is not great. The way they recap things in One Piece is they make it relevant to the story and to where it's like not stupid or it's not like just in the way.
they don't recap in any like they don't
Yeah.
I don't think One Piece really does
make
anything in
more
a bad
callbacks.
kind of way. They do the only thing that they fucking do that's annoying is they do recap episodes, and I fucking
Well,
hate
is it in the
recap
way that
episodes.
Antonio was asking if there's like not just specific season but like arcs like from
Yeah.
a start to finish, like how you was saying like Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
And now compared to like Hunter x Hunter, like the Phantom Troop arc, the Chimera Ant arc, the
Yeah.
Greed Island arc, there's a start of a conflict and that conflict goes on and then there's a resolution in that conflict.
there
is it like
is
that in One
there
Piece?
is, but
Depending
it's
on the
like
arc though.
there is, but generally there's like there's like different arcs, but then there's like overarching like villainry.
Yeah.
Like so
Okay.
it's like
Kinda
it'll
like
be
Berserk.
Well, so for a prime example about what he's saying is like, so you have Whole Cake Island where they go and take on Big Mom, but they don't like defeat her. They go to Wano, which was the current arc that everybody was on. Big Mom, who's the villain of Whole Cake, comes over into Wano, and now she's the villain in Wano.
so now there's
So-
2 villains in Wano.
Exactly. But that was the
Well,
villain
3
from
villains
Whole
in
Cake.
Wano
There's-
technically.
Yeah, there's some dicks in Wano. But like
Wano
so-
is Japan
Yeah.
essentially.
Essentially, yeah. So like, but some arcs where they'll defeat the villain and they won't come back. But depending on who the villain is and how important they are to the storyline, they will continue
See,
to go.
and now
Yeah, but then there's
So like the Marine
the
Ford
Marines
War,
are like, but when I'm saying like
Dicks.
there's overarching villainry, there's like so you're fighting the villains from Wano, like Big Mom, you're fighting Kaido, you're fighting the Shogun, and like those are the direct threats, but overarching are like the Marines and like the leaders of the Marines and
5 elders.
the 5 elders and like
kinda like
what they're
Avatar.
planning and like that kind of shit. Like it's all, you know, that it's all leading to like a major
Everything's
point
coming to a head.
down the
yeah,
line.
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
just getting like
Yeah, and then all these people are like intertwined.
Like I'm interested. Like I know I shit a lot on One Piece, but it's just because
there's a lot.
there's a lot
Yeah,
going
it's
on,
an
and I
investment.
want to
But the
get into
yeah.
it. but
the
it's just-
storytelling is
it
really
seems
good.
So
It's an
hard
investment.
because, like I told you, I went through 40 episodes and got nowhere.
Yeah, I cried in Christmas Eve because of it.
we can keep going on about One Piece.
Yeah,
as
but
we
long
can.
as
We're
the
gonna
episode-
What's next,
but-
Yeah, I was
but
about to say.
the
Next
next
an anime award.
category we got is best new anime series. This one's actually pretty,
Okay.
like I'd say,
I'm excited for
good,
this
like competition. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion. I'm not sure what that is. Hell's Paradise, Oshinoko, and Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead.
All
So-
right,
Yo.
what was you guys thinking?
That was definitely Chainsaw Man.
Yo, I'm sure Chainsaw Man won, but Hell's Paradise was fucking
I'm going
goated.
ham on that one, bro.
Hell's Paradise was fucking hard.
fire.
Hell's Paradise.
Fire.
Bro.
I would agree. So
Who
Chainsaw
won?
Man won.
Okay, but
Chainsaw
Hell's
Man did one.
Paradise.
I would say Hell's
Bro,
Paradise.
sounds
Hell's
Now,
Paradise
Hell's-
is fucking insane.
it sounds good.
It also is produced by Mappa, who did
Okay.
Chainsaw Man.
Bro, so
and
Hell's
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hell's Paradise is dope as fuck.
It's
Like,
Adding
pretty
to
sick.
the
Bro.
list.
what?
I'm adding to the list.
Oh,
What do you think he said? I just want to know what you think he said because
Yeah. Yeah.
wouldn't know.
What'd you,
I don't know. He always
think
thinks I'm
he
saying
said?
something.
no, I thought
Something
you
with
said
an is, something with an is. So
explain to the what? I thought you said explain to the something.
No, you heard an is in there.
Yeah.
To the what? What?
You know what you heard.
What are you projecting
Yeah.
onto me?
Nick heard it too.
Yeah,
because
you know
me
what
and
you
Nick
heard.
it.
What are you?
Yeah.
But your
Yeah.
intrusive thought kind of came
Yeah.
out. Mine
But
and
anyway.
Nick stayed in our head.
All right.
Yeah,
You guys are
This is manipulation.
right. What did you thought?
What do you think white men are good at?
But yeah, if you're gonna ask
Facts.
me,
Yeah.
I'm going Bocchi the Rock because
Oh, you saw
I,
Bocchi the
I
Rock?
gotta watch.
That was his
He
favorite.
loves Bocchi the
Yeah,
Rock.
he
really?
It's my
That's what
favorite
he was
telling
anime.
you.
It's my favorite.
I gotta
anime.
watch Bocchi the Rock.
Is that
But
the cutesy
Bro.
girl one?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But-
okay.
It's amazing.
Hell's Paradise is fucking dope, bro.
God.
Yeah.
The concept of that, bro.
Yeah.
The whole
I like it a
fucking
lot.
theme of that shit.
The
is
character
like
designs?
Fucking, yeah, the whole thing is dope as fuck.
So good.
Dope as fuck.
Bro,
The voice
Gabby
acting,
Maru, the main character, how he's like, because you know a lot of main characters are usually fucking stupid or they're very
Yeah,
perverted
fucking hate
or
that.
this or that. Gabby Maru is just straightforward. He's just like, I'm here for one reason only. I need to get back to my girl.
Oh,
That's it. I don't give a fuck about anyone else,
Yeah.
nothing else.
that's cute.
I will help you because you're helping me. But other than that, like,
They tackle stereotypes
might-
in that bitch,
you
bro.
might weigh me down, bro. Let me do this.
Yeah, I've been liking stories
They-
lately
yeah.
that have been doing that.
They fucking
Yeah.
they were fucking
Kagurabachi.
I was gonna
tackling
say
some
that.
fucking
Berserk.
We'll get when we get to manga.
they're tackling some fucking female stereotypes about like women not being worthy of
Yeah, they
being
do.
swordsmen. There's
Yeah.
a blind swordsman in that bitch, bro.
He was fucking.
Yeah.
Bro, there's some
that.
hermaphrodite weird god things
Okay.
that
Yeah.
like fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Isn't
They
there
can
something like
shapeshift
that in
and
One
then
Piece?
They can, yes, but that's way different.
different. Way
Way
different.
different.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
these
we
are
won't get
they're
into this.
actually
We'll talk about it.
fucking.
Yeah, they
Oh.
literally are
Fuck.
fucking.
They like they
But
and
they're
they,
also
they
the
talk,
same
they
person?
talk about it. Like
Fuck themselves.
they talk about
Basically,
it. Like
yes.
they get to like they can be a man or a woman and then they can
Oh,
like
okay.
experience each other. in
Yeah, but
whatever
aren't they
way.
like? If I'm not mistaken, when they were fighting, when they switched between genders, didn't that change their power?
Yeah,
set?
it changed.
Just
some-
like
Gen
changed their
Z.
powers.
Just like Gen
Gen
Z.
V.
Oh,
Gen V.
uh,
Gen V. Yeah.
yeah.
But that
What's
like
the name on Gen V?
Yeah. I only watched Gen V once. I haven't watched
The
it again.
Asian
So, yeah.
remember their name.
Love them.
Yeah.
Racist.
All right. I want to let's
What's
move
next?
on if we're trying to get
Yeah,
we got,
these. All right.
got a couple things to go through.
The next one is best animation, and surprisingly, this is very controversial.
What is it?
Fucking get. Well, just name
So,
the nominees. First.
Nominees, we got Attack on Titan, special
Go.
one, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Mob Psycho, and Trigun Stampede.
Who won?
Attack on Titan. What?
The special one. For everything Attack on Titan's nominated for is for the special one.
That doesn't. No, that's not. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Is this for 2022 or 2023?
2023. But these are, they say that 2024 are winners.
But
Okay.
this is all from
Well,
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
sports.
so-
is
Just like
logic.
Oscars, which
So-
are going to be this Sunday.
I would say for that, I would say Demon Slayer.
I will hope Demon Slayer.
So Demon Slayer won.
Swordsmith arc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone on the
Yes.
internet is in arms about it.
It's
They
crazy.
should have lost.
It's crazy.
How does that even fucking make sense? They literally do.
They
have the
think
best
Jujutsu
animation.
Kaisen should have won over it.
So-
there
Are
was
you
no-
kidding me?
What was
Dead
the?
ass.
Are you
no,
kidding
I
me?
will say, so
Dead ass beat.
you two you haven't even seen like Jujutsu Kaisen.
I have.
newest one. Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you even seen the whole
I
one?
don't enjoy it,
Okay.
but I watch.
I
it
will
to be part
say
of it. I
at
don't like
the
it.
peak,
Yeah.
the peak of Jujutsu Kaisen, the peak animations like Yuji versus Chozo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all Sukuna's fights, Gojo fighting, the special curses, when they were meant to get make hits, they made hits. The peak is amazing, and they use some things that I've never seen in anime before, but you can see where it can be improved on. You're
But
like,
that's
okay,
not this.
it's like
that's
rushed
not
a
the
little
part
bit.
that's nominated, is it?
No, it's the animation. Period.
It's just the animation. This is
Oh,
just
it's-
for animation
So, yeah,
quality in
that's the
general.
thing. So just those parts are made. They had to do that shit right.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas
because
everything in Demon Slayer, beautiful.
there's
exactly.
there's not a
That's what-
single.
Me and him were
Bro,
both
that's-
on Twitter
you
just
can-
going at people.
And there was people were
There's
trying. They
never
were
a
posting.
time
There's
where
like
we
this
like,
edit
that looks
of
weird.
it was Demon Slayer, and it was like the music was like the Demon Slayer music, but with like farts and stuff. And then it was showing the wooden dragons, the CGI, and then
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
fish CGI. And I was like,
Those are
this
two
is-
scenes.
this is
Yeah.
your way of saying this is bad. First off, the fish. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't look the greatest, but the wood dragons look
The
sick
wood
as
dragon
fuck.
looks
the
fucking
wood
They
dragon.
look
Yeah.
really
Dope.
sick.
But also,
Yeah.
they showed only those two scenes for Demon Slayer, but they could only show one scene for all the other
Yeah.
shows that
yeah,
were good. So it's quality and quantity right
And then
here.
it showed the
Demon
peak.
Slayer has the highest quality quantity.
Bro, Demon
from
Slayer
beginning.
with Demon Slayer, the fucking animation is where they win, bro.
Yeah,
That
because
is where
That's
they
so
win.
true.
The
fucking-
whole
story,
Bro,
yeah,
the story.
production.
I like the story, bro.
But
But
I like it.
production.
I like the story. I actually love the story. It's probably my
Yeah.
favorite story in anime right now. However, there's nothing special about it. It's literally a revenge
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
When me and Nick will
Basic.
definitely get way
It's-
into it when we
yeah,
talk about the
yeah,
manga.
It's a
Bro,
basic
but, like,
story.
it-
But it's it's the
the
animation.
animation brings that shit to life. Where
bring it
to
to
the
life.
point where, like, with
That
what
first
Nick said,
season.
with
That
what
first
Nick
season,
said with the
yeah.
fucking Mugen train, bro. Like, you know it's coming.
Oh
and
my
then
god,
you
that
get- but
train! just the
Seeing
train
it
scene.
is like
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And then the Swordsmith arc, bro, was fucking.
Blew my
Homegirl
mind.
moves alone.
I had
They
no
balance very
expectations.
well.
Hey, that's my fucking
They're
baby.
very well animated.
That's my baby.
The love girl. I
Hashira.
love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
These three are just like honorable mention, just because I want to mention them. We don't have to talk too much about them. So there's best comedy anime, best drama anime, and then best slice of life anime. Best comedy, actually Spy Family won that one.
They deserve it.
I'm very happy about that. 'cause
Anya,
I think
hilarious.
So
She's
Oh,
the
I,
queen.
need to watch,
Dude,
I never
everybody.
watched Spy Family.
Oh,
You-
I really want to.
You will
watch it.
fucking
I
love
think
Family,
it might
bro.
be your favorite anime. of all
Spy
time.
Family
It's
makes
really-
me
My,
want
it's
to.
my second favorite anime.
Bro, Spy Family makes me want to have a family.
It is
Aw.
the
Bro,
most
it's like-
Not
wholesome,
me,
I
but I
love it.
like it.
wholesome, funniest, cutest, most charming
Yeah, it's so
show.
it is so
It's
wholesome.
So much
Yeah.
to it, and then it's
Just
actually
kidnapping.
genuine human,
Just
like,
kidnapping.
or actually like genuine like emotions,
Mm.
while being genuinely funny. Like the humor is actually funny humor, not just basic humor.
Yeah.
And the action is very top notch, like very
Okay.
fucking good. So that one,
Okay.
best comedy,
I
best
agree.
drama was Attack on Titan. They won it,
Fuck yeah.
They deserve it.
Um,
They're so dramatic.
and then
God,
best
their
slice,
fans are dramatic as
best
shit.
slice of life is
I think it's over.
Bochi the Rock. Shout out Bochi the Rock.
Shout out
That's
Bochi
for
the
you.
Rock.
That's for
Thank
you.
For you,
Thank you.
baby.
She won it for us. She won it for us.
We did it, Joe.
All right.
I'll tell you what she didn't do.
Whoa.
Best anime character. Best anime. Best main. Best main. Best main. Best main
Oh, yeah.
anime
Oh,
character.
sorry.
My bad,
Best
yeah.
main anime character.
Name
All right.
the people.
We got Hitori Goto, which is Bochi from Bochi the Rock. Denji from Chainsaw Man.
No.
Araniega from Attack on Titan.
Genocide.
Who?
Aren Jäger.
Oh, I was like, why'd you say it like that?
He said it in
What do you
German.
mean? Yeah, no, I said it.
He said it German.
Yeah, what?
You don't know how to say things. He's not
Yeah. And then we got Shigeo Kageyama, which is Mob from Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out
Monkey
to him.
D. Luffy and Thorfinn from
I'm
Vinland.
sure Monkey D. Luffy won, but Aaron fucking won because he made the biggest sacrifice of all.
He committed
bro.
genocide.
He
so
hey, look,
he
bro,
committed genocide.
He
Wow.
literally made
well,
the
we
biggest
know which
sacrifice.
side you're on.
He sacrificed 3 billion fucking people.
We know. Jesus.
He made the biggest sacrifice.
He
and
was in the
himself.
999.
And himself. He had to do it, bro. Free Eldia, nigga.
Is that
Jesus Christ.
Attack on Titan? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Is that a spoiler alert? He had killed 3 billion people to save them from the Titan.
No, well, technically, yes. So what he did. In the,
Yeah.
Okay. So the best
so-
main character, what he
so-
did is he murdered 3 billion people.
Sacrifice.
He had to do it. He
So-
had to do it.
Best main character for sure.
He had to do
stepped
it.
on a small
He had to
child.
do
His
it.
eye flew out of his head.
And he saved that
Best
small
main
child like
character,
a year
though.
prior.
Yeah, but he saved him a year prior just so
But
he could
he
kill
knew
him.
that
Just so he could kill him.
He knew that.
Again,
He
best
literally,
main character.
bro. Boudreaux
best
called
main-
me. Boudreaux called me because he was just like catching up on it, and he was watching it, and he was like, "Bro, I just saw that part where he saved the kid in the alley, and he was like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna come back here and kill this kid anyway." And he was like, I'm just like Reiner. I'm a half-ass piece of shit. And then he beat the shit out of all these niggas in the alley, and he was crying to the little kid. He was like, "I'm so sorry."
No,
I
he
got
didn't beat him up. He let them beat the kid up.
No, he went back and beat them all up.
He did?
Yes. That's why
Oh,
he
just so he could kill him.
What is Attack on Titan about?
he started
Germans.
It's about racism.
Germans. World War II.
It honestly
World
is
War
about.
It's
it
about
is-
racism.
It is about
But
racism.
so
What is happening?
The
in
kid-
this
At it
show?
again.
because he walked the
Part
kid home
3 to remix.
and he was like giving him a piggyback
reboot.
ride.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you're right.
so
you're
he,
right.
he dropped the kid off outside his little tents, and then he
Really
he was
selling it.
crying to him, and he was like, "Bro, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Like
You're selling it.
I got outside
is.
I saw the real world, but it wasn't what I thought it was, and I felt like
Now you have to die.
now you gotta die.
Now I'm
little
gonna
nigga.
kill you.
Sorry, bro. You ain't your little brother. Y'all both y'all niggas getting out of here for the cause.
What you get.
though.
This is what
know
you
I'm
get.
saying? Fuck these niggas, bro. Gotta fuck
Keeping
these
the
niggas up, bro.
peace.
All to get back.
No matter
to
how
Harley,
many
bro.
women, children,
main
and men
character.
die.
Main character.
He should win.
Hey,
not,
bro.
Not the guy who got Peak so he could protect his friends. No, not that.
What a pussy ass
No.
reason to get peak.
First of all, okay, fuck your friends then.
Also,
Wow, he's saying fuck us, bro.
Also,
he's saying fuck us, bro.
also, Aaron
Wow.
Yeager. Also, Aaron literally did
Actually-
get peak to protect his friends.
He
That's the
beat
whole
his
thing.
friends and he was willing to kill
No,
them.
see,
He didn't
this
beat his
was special
friends.
one.
He punched-
This was special one. This is the first special.
He
so
punched
this
my
was
man's in the
before.
face.
I don't
Huh?
know what this
He punched his boy in the face. The blonde-haired
Couldn't tell
bowl cut
you.
boy.
He had to.
It is like,
he
like
didn't.
about
Yes, he
racism.
did.
No, I don't care about any of this. You don't have
All right.
friends.
So
Never
what
did
is
anything.
your defense or your argument for Monkey D. Luffy B?
My man's is
He's a
first off,
fucking
puts
idiot.
everyone. First off, no. First off, my boy come
That's
in.
Luffy,
he said he's
right?
gonna do something.
One Piece?
He
Okay.
does it, and guess what? He don't commit genocide. That's my first thing right there. Don't commit genocide. that's a great thing.
It's a very good reason.
I think we can all agree genocide is terrible.
It's very bad. It's happening right now.
I don't know
Free
if it-
Palestine.
I don't know if it counts as I don't know if that counts as genocide, to be
Free
honest.
Palestine.
First off, it did.
Let
I
me
agree
look
with
up
you.
the definition
All right,
of
Free
genocide.
Palestine.
Not the what the fuck?
No, get the fuck out of here. This guy. Also, Luffy came through. He said, "Hey, fuck this boy Kaido right quick." And then he got, spoiler alert, he may have got knocked down a
All
couple
right, look,
times, but he came
So
back every
okay,
time.
okay, let me say
Every time.
Hold on, let me put
Oh,
this in real quick. All right.
Dude. Oh
What
my god.
Aaron did does not technically fall under the definition of genocide.
He attempted
I was
it.
about to say what you're about to
listen,
say is
no,
not right
no.
because I could say Hitler,
But no,
He attempted it.
what Hitler did was genocide.
but he didn't
Listen to
actually.
the definition.
Okay.
All right,
Listen to the
Okay,
definition.
all right.
It is the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group.
Yeah, he did Earth.
That's not a nation or ethnic
That's
group.
a race.
It was indiscriminate.
It's a race.
It was anyone outside.
He may have won this argument, but fuck him.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Eric's not better. He still
They don't
does
call
shit
me
ton of
lawyer. They don't call me
They don't
lawyer
call you that
Persian
at all.
for no
They don't
reason.
call you that at all.
Who needs a
We
lawyer?
got
Nigga,
we
call
got
me.
we got to
right?
move
Don't call
on.
him.
We got to move on.
Don't call him. It's Luffy.
It's okay.
It's Luffy.
Luffy won it.
Yeah.
Shout out
Okay.
to Luffy. Hey,
And
shout
now-
out to Brazil. Free AIDS.
I'll go on to the next one, but I want to say,
Wait.
wait,
Giving it out?
wait.
Are you giving it
Did you
out?
say free AIDS?
He did.
Where?
Anyway, next
Brazil
topic.
does have the highest number of AIDS.
I will want to say,
Nothing.
I do want to say,
And Nick, do your outro.
I do want to say,
and
Yeah,
do
dude.
the outro.
It's a fact.
Your cowboy
I
finger.
think personal bias, Bochi should have won because she's the most relatable anime character I've ever seen.
Is that because you're
But-
a girl?
I mean, take it any way you want.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that how you took it? If that's
Yeah.
how, that's how you took it, then that's how it is. And then, but I think Mob should have won it because
I love
Mob
him.
is
the
dope.
way.
Bob is so
Fuck.
funny, dude.
Have you finished?
Yeah,
Mob?
the way that it came together
The
was
way
dope as
it
fuck.
ends, it makes just Mob like.
You know what?
You know
I don't
what?
wanna
That
be
was
biased.
a weird.
I
That
will
was
go
a
with that.
weird. That was a weird way to end.
It
one,
was.
Too.
It was very.
'Cause it wasn't a
interesting.
happy ending. And
Oh,
it wasn't.
dude,
It was just
no
like
spoilers because
Don't
no
spoil
seen
it.
it, and I want to.
I didn't finish season three.
Why the
Whenever you
fuck
watch
you
it, I want to
told
watch
me
it.
to watch it,
I get sidetracked.
I wanna
have
watch it with you,
ADHD
so bad.
maybe. I don't know
It
yet.
is-
I've been diagnosed.
bro. That
It's
shit was
so.
trippy.
It's a unique ending.
Yeah, that was trippy.
That just
I actually-
plays off.
I should probably go back and.
I
watch
might
that
have to go
whole
with him
thing.
because I do love Mob as a whole because he is literally just somebody growing up.
Yeah.
And I watch him go
I
through these
love it.
things and then he's trying to
No.
control his emotions.
Hard.
God.
to
Love
do.
that.
He's
Mhm.
it's so underrated. It's so
Yeah.
underrated because of how small scale
Mhm.
Mob Psycho is.
Yeah.
It's not that big a talk about.
Yeah.
It's super underrated. I don't see people talking
it's
bad
not a-
about it.
I like
ever.
animes.
They
like
don't
that,
talk
though.
bad about it, but there is no grandiose story
because
with
it's
it.
not
There's no
exactly.
in the world thing, or no one's powering up 5 fucking times.
Right.
to
That's
get
why One Punch
nowhere.
Man is so
One Punch
huge.
Man is
but and
fucking
now-
Can't wait for
dope.
season 3.
I do
Yeah,
like.
I'm really excited. I didn't think it was gonna
Oh,
happen.
it's gonna be amazing.
Can't wait.
I overall like One Punch Man better than Mob, but
Mhm.
I think Mob is like
I
objective.
love-
Same creator, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay, that makes
but
sense.
like objectively, it's better.
Yeah,
I feel
it
like
is.
with Mob, he put more feeling
I
into
think
it.
in
And it's like I
Mob,
want to
they
tell a
put-
story. While
Yeah.
One Punch Man's a satire.
I think in
Yeah,
I think
it does
in
well.
Mob
Oh.
Psycho they have
Top
like
tier,
a
'cause now it's
picture
a
of
story.
Saitama as like
Yes,
his background. or
Yeah, there's a
something.
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah,
references.
they
There's
cross,
Mob Psycho
they
references
cross-reference.
in One Punch
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, to kind of wrap up here, just gonna go past this one. It's the best supporting anime character. Gojo won it somehow. Gojo
he-
from Jujutsu Kaisen.
He is technically a supporting character.
Technically,
even though
but
he's the
Yeah,
main character.
technically,
Yeah.
but in that first part, he was.
He's not even half the man the first character, the main
The
character.
other nominees was
That's
Reagan
fucked
from
up.
Mob Psycho, which
I
I,
heard it. I think I
definitely
didn't
should've
get
won.
that.
100% did
Reagan
it because
should've-
Reagan makes the show.
Reagan is
We
dope
love
as fuck.
Mob. We
Yeah.
watch it for Mob, but
Right.
Reagan is what keeps us
He does
in.
When he does his
Like,
special
do it.
attacks, and they got to
Every time.
What Reagan is doing is he's throwing salt in his face and
It's
punching
the
him.
funniest thing
It's called
ever.
Salt Punch, and it's like, bro, the way they deliver that shit's fucking gold.
It's so
So
amazing.
good, so
So
good.
they got Reagan, they got Hanji, they got Power from Chainsaw Man,
my
they got
baby Hanji.
Gato, and I was
Rest
like,
in
okay.
She's. I was about to say
Then the
that.
next
But,
one they got is best anime score. Can't go too much in depth with this one, but it was Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan
Won it.
Fucking scores.
Bochi the
are-
Rock
Well,
won
it
it.
won.
I mean, was nominee. Bochi
won?
the Rock, Chainsaw Man,
Attack
on
Demon
Titan
Slayer.
won. Bro, Attack on Titan deserves it because Attack on Titan's music
Their
is
score is
superior.
amazing. Their score
Like,
is amazing.
Literally next level fucking
got it
music.
right there.
And I will say, Chainsaw Man, now when it comes to the production, just because what happens in the first part isn't that spectacular, I think their production was amazing with like the way they did the vibes, such as cinematography, and especially the music. Like I was very happy with the music, and that was a nominee up there.
I liked it. I liked it, but I just didn't like the fucking like it was like the characters and
Yeah.
the story
No.
that didn't really
100%, and that's why you got to
everything
wait for it.
outside of that was like dope.
Chainsaw, I mean, Tatsuki Fujimoto, I ended up becoming a fan and reading like a lot of his stuff, even stuff that's not out. Actually, another one of his short stories is actually going to be animated. There's a movie for it now, which is really cool. But he has a very childish way of making stories. As you
Okay.
can tell, Chainsaw Man, but it's like a theme where if you read his other stories, it's very direct. There's
Yeah.
not like a lot of depth into
Not
it.
complex.
But then it makes you feel certain ways because then he gets into certain vibes. Every single story kind of gets into this certain vibe
Okay.
where it starts getting deep and complex. And then he starts being like, wait a minute, this isn't this fun joyride that's just been going on this whole time. Every story is like that.
Okay.
Now, they're kind of different genres. Like Fire Punch is literally Berserk,
Yeah.
the same exact stuff, except it's just more direct and not crazy huge, and then it gets crazy huge. He has one that was actually kind of influenced what's going on in Chainsaw Man now. It was about this brother who had a sister that was a devil and could kill anything in the world, so he had to like try to treat her normally, but she just didn't act normal because she was a devil.
Like
so then the
little-
people were like, "Oh, you got to kill her," and he's like, "No, I won't kill her," and then it gets really complex. I'm like, damn, and that's how it is with Chainsaw Man,
Okay.
where it's just like he sets it up to be like, this is your typical badass shonen that's edgy as shit
Yeah,
and
that is
is
not.
really cool and stuff, and then it just like starts getting like stressful
Yeah.
and intense and like anxiety and like
Mhm.
eerie and starts making you like question what the fuck is going on. It gets pretty fucking amazing, and I think the score does well. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I
enjoy it.
Then the other ones would be best anime opening and best outro. Both was Jujutsu Kaisen, and that is not the special one.
It shouldn't have won
I was
the
about to
intro.
say,
The
bro.
first one. It's not the I am your special.
Oh,
It's
the
not that
first one? Oh, for
Yeah.
part one, that actually was a fire ass
Yes.
intro.
That was the
But
dope.
okay,
I
yeah,
never knew they had those. Like that was the categories. I
Yeah,
never paid
they-
attention to the
They
anime
have
awards. That's
a
a
lot.
good one.
They have a lot of very specific ones,
Oh,
but
that's
like we
very good.
skipped a couple. The
Yeah.
last one that I just want to kind of go over is the best performance, voice acting performance for dubs English.
Mhm. Yes.
The
this one.
nominees is somebody from Trigun, Millions Knives,
Millions
from
Knives.
I literally know Trigun was still on the air.
Ichigo
No, they did.
Kurosaki,
They re-released it.
Kurosaki from Bleach, Tomo
That's a-
Aizawa
oh.
from Tomo-chan is a girl,
I love that anime.
Sagiri Yamada Asiaman from Hell's Paradise, and then Nezuko Kamado from Demon Slayer and Denji, Ryan Cold-Levy.
I'm gonna say just based off those nominations, I would assume that popularity definitely has something to do with that.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would Nezuko be in there and she said good morning?
Morning.
That's all she fucking said. What the
I
fuck?
know.
How is
Not
that
even-
nomination
See,
worthy?
Not even
Just-
good morning.
And that's not even the first time that she's fucking talked.
Not
even
good
she
morning.
talked in the
Just
bro.
morning.
No, she was morning.
You know what it
maybe
is?
it was a lot of effort.
You know what I like to
Lot
think
of
it
effort.
is?
No, because we've heard her voice already. When he was fighting
was
that
2 seasons.
the lower six,
Yeah.
she was talking like it was her voice. She just wasn't actually speaking, but she was saying shit
Yeah.
like. So like that's it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if she won an
So,
award for that shit, bro,
she didn't.
She needs to get beat up.
She didn't win.
Okay.
That's violence. That's violence. She didn't win. Who do you think should win?
From
With
that,
your anger, yes.
You talking all that shit?
Who do you think should
I
win?
did like. Look, I don't like Ichigo that much, so I'm gonna say Millions Knives because he gave a solid ass speech. He was giving some fucking.
I actually started.
My
rooting
nigga
for him.
was. He was. I don't like him, but he was
Millions
talking.
Knives.
I haven't
I
watched
love
Trigun
Millions
yet. I haven't
Knives.
watched it yet.
He was
So
talking
good.
some shit, bro. He said something in there. Oh, fucking ironic. He said something like, like
I love his
You
little
know,
rants.
humans. He was talking to his brother Vash, and he said, like, why do you love humans so much? Like, humans swear they want peace, but they can't go a century without war.
Damn.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
They can't go shorter. than
Fucking,
that.
bro, you can't go 20 fucking years
You
without
can't go
war.
10 years without war.
Wow.
We're still going.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah. I would go with Millions Knives on that one too.
Shout out
Didn't
to
win.
Millions
who ended
Knives,
up winning
spiky
it
haired.
was Denji's voice actor for dub. Now this
Why?
the fact that the fact that even Nezuko was in
You
there.
do.
So
It is popular.
All he talked about was titty.
I did
a
not
whole
I did not
season.
like the dub at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a big hater on the dub. I'm always going to prefer
Talk about
the
Demon
sub.
Slayer.
No. This is for Chainsaw
Chainsaw
Man
Man?
because that's who won it was
Mhm.
Denji.
Oh, Denji. Okay.
And so Ryan Colt Levi, he's actually
That's a crazy.
he's somebody else that's really big. I can't remember. I want to say honestly,
Ryan
like,
Colt Levi.
Yeah,
That name sound or the voice
But
sound familiar.
his like
I don't know.
his delivery, like how you said, he's pretty much just talking about like it's Denji. He's talking about just
yeah, like
tits and
what the
stuff.
fuck did
But
he do?
says it
Degenerate.
like in the sub's always going to sound the better way. But when he
Sometimes.
says true. When he says these things, he sounds very like actually adolescent or like a childish teenager, like
Mhm.
I just want to grab some tits, like just very monotone.
Mm.
The dude in the dub is just like, I just want to grab some tits.
Yeah, he did sound. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why would you say it like that?
Oh my
and
God.
and so same with all the other voice actors in the Chainsaw Man, even Powers. Like Power, like she's this quirky, wild energy girl. So in the sub, it sounds just like an uppity Japanese girl, and it's just very like she sounds actually like how a normal person would sound in real life. And then in the dub, she sounds like your typical weeb, like really cringy girl. She's like, I'm gonna be the president of the world. It's like,
Okay, well, so we've briefly talked about this before, but I want to point something out about sub and dub.
Okay.
I think that to us, dub sounds better because we don't know what Japanese is supposed to sound like.
I agree.
So I think
do
that
agree.
like I've seen videos like so I've seen videos of like Japanese people talking, or it was like a Japanese voice actress. There was one specifically where like she was doing different tones and she was like speaking regular like Japanese, and then she did like a sexy voice, and then she did like an anime girl voice, and they like you could hear the tone change, but without understanding Japanese, you wouldn't know that they were talking weird. So like to us, we know that people don't talk like that when we're listening to the English dub.
I definitely agree with that.
But to Japanese people, maybe that's how they interpret.
Over
Do you think?
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
think they
It's
like
dramatic to
English
them.
dub more than the
Maybe,
Japanese?
no, I doubt it.
Now,
Remember that one I sent you guys?
That'd be so fucking
bros and non-binary hoes?
now see, now there are some dubs though that like the voice actors like get it.
I think
I
like
think they
Cowboy
understand.
Bebop,
Cowboy
Samurai
Bebop,
Champloo.
Samurai Champloo,
Naruto.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think Attack on Titan's dub was
both
I would say
good.
Go or Dragon Ball Z. I was just say Goku.
yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you know the show
I watched a
Goku.
video about the guy who did Dragon Ball Z. I'm a little disappointed.
Toriyama?
No, Sean Schemmel.
Oh,
okay.
Goku.
Yeah. He said something that offended me.
Oh,
He was talking shit about Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and if you know, I love Dragon Ball
Oh
Z
yeah,
Abridged.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he's vehemently against it.
Yeah.
damn.
They're making fun of his artwork.
Look,
Yeah,
so,
right.
but
All right.
Get out of here.
so
We love Abridged.
I think that
Right.
the
Better
one
than
I was talking to someone. I saw this dude at fucking AutoZone recently, and I was wearing
Get in the zone.
my Attack on Titan puffer, and he had an Attack on Titan ring. And
Oh my god,
damn,
so
bro,
nice.
and we're like we
Good,
started
check it out.
talking, and we were talking about sub versus dub, and I actually the dub for Attack on Titan I think was better than the sub, and that was a rare case, but it was because the dub for Attack on Titan it came off better, whereas like they adapted it to who was listening to it.
Mhm.
So like whereas like in the Japanese one they talk, maybe that's how Japanese like the language is, but they were very just direct. Whereas like so that part where Levi was standing on Annie's face before they knew it was Annie, and he was like, "Oh, I hope you don't mind if I cut you off at the limbs, right? I'm talking about your actual body." And like that's a threat.
Yeah.
So that would be a threat. You interpret
Yeah.
that as a threat. Like you were like, "Oh shit, like this nigga's talking shit." In the Japanese one, he's like, "When I get you out of there, I'm going to cut you into pieces." Like two different
Yeah, the
completely
translation-
different
Different
worlds.
lines. So
Like-
it gets lost in translation.
And it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
impossible to 100% accurately translate Japanese to English.
But that's
because
what I'm
Japanese
saying.
is
Like
just symbols.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's up to interpretation.
They didn't from the English to Japanese. They didn't. They took liberties with the script to make it
see.
a more like digestible like to you. So it's like that is more impressive to like what he said was like I was like God damn, like it like
Yeah.
you felt it more than if he would have just
For
said
me,
what
it's
they
the,
said.
it's
Just
like the
translate.
performance. Of
Yeah.
it. It's the really like not necessarily what they say, but how they say it. And
I
now
like to, and I
for
like
dubs,
that too.
And now
Yeah.
in dubs, all it takes is for one voice actor to kind of make me seem like I'm not into it. Because if the one voice actor is kind of meh, I'm gonna be like, all right. Attack on Titan, I started it, I was okay with it, like I had absolutely no problems with it. Watched the sub, and then eventually went back and like watched the dub, and then I just couldn't stand Aaron or Armin. Mikasa, Levi, Jean, Connie, Ervin especially, all amazing voice actors. But then Aaron and Armin do that thing where how we talked about, they have an infliction of a Japanese person where they're trying to sound extravagant. So they're like, oh, I can't do this. And it's just like, calm down. And then if you see like Levi get in a situation or Ervin or Mikasa get in a situation, they like act or react normally. Same
But
with the
there's-
Jujutsu.
That's not fair because those characters don't have the same emotional growth or range as the other ones.
Well,
Like even in the sub, the guy was crying when he was doing his voice acting. Like those two, Armin is whiny, so like he has to whine.
He's a little bitch.
Aaron is angry, so he has to
Angry
yell.
but then
bitch.
that's where like I kind of get annoyed by it, is
Bitches.
because you look at Mikasa's rage. Like when she had the rage where Reiner was holding on to Bertolt in his hand and they were running away, and Mikasa was like looking at him with the eyes. She was like straight up like, if you don't give me that, you son of a bitch. Like she was really straight and direct with it. When Aaron, when he gets pissed, I'm gonna show you thing or two.
But that's not. But that's not
Real weird
But that's
sounding.
their
Real weird
characters.
sounding.
That's not their voice acting. That's
But no,
that's
because
their
then the
characters.
sub sounds like intimidating. Like he actually sounds like
Doesn't sound
he's
like a
like,
whiny little
saying, are you saying that they are overacting a bit?
100%. That's when I have problems
Okay.
with it. That's why I was comparing to Jujutsu Kaisen, because the Jujutsu Kaisen dub, like if you listen to the sub, they are actually extravagant, like especially Yuji's character.
Yo.
But in the dub, he sounds just like a dude talking. Like especially the
Regular
part
guy,
where they
McDonald's.
were
I think it
walking in the
depends on
building.
the animation studio or whoever's producing it, because I've seen it to where just some dubs are okay, some dubs are just too much,
Mhm.
and then some dubs are literally just a translation, which is really bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know Netflix is good at that. Literally, just doing a translation. So saying like Nick Chan, like we don't say Chan in English. You don't have to say Chan.
No.
So
You can if you want to though.
no. So I think it just time to take my happy meds. I think it depends on the studio and it depends on the actor. I think that's really what it
And I
comes
do
down
think
to.
it also does depend on the character, like Mike was saying, because an example that I will give is Rengoku.
Yeah.
His dub is great, and he sounds extravagant and uppity and tight, but it
that's
fits
his
so well.
character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't
where-
like it.
Yeah. I
That's
love
his.
him so
But
much.
that was his.
I like
that
his
was his
character.
I love him
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I did
much.
But
like
that's the
his
same.
English
That's the
voice
same.
actor.
That's the same way that he was in the dub, though.
Yeah.
But like, that's
Like,
what I'm
I-
saying. Like, that's what I
I
think that
didn't like it.
those
I
characters.
love him, but that
those-
English voice acting was bad.
Kill
I
me with
think
him.
that those characters are. I think that those characters are.
Make me with
like-
you.
I think that their voice acting did match their character. I don't think that there was a way to do that because like the people that like everyone else, like the people that you were mentioning, like the other people in Attack on Titan are like two-dimensional characters. Like Erwin only ever talked one way. Like, you know, Mikasa mostly talked one way. Like she was 90% monotone. There was a 5% time where she was talking sweet, and then a 5% time where she had some rage. But it's like Armin and Eren were emotional the whole show.
Yeah.
The whole fucking time. So it was like theirs had the most. Theirs took the most, and then Armin, the guy that does Armin's voice, actually does not talk like that at all. So
Good
that
actor.
impresses
I-
me.
Good actor.
He did. He's also the guy from Future Diary.
Modern Family.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Now I hate Armin even more. Now I hate the dub even more.
Wes told us to
Whoa,
move to
Jesus.
manga and anime adaptations because we
We're
went
running
over.
by. So
We gotta get better at our time.
we gotta be right.
bro.
There. So I mean, I think
we
that's a
should
good
just go to-
segue.
I think
we
it's
should-
just you.
I can
We
start
should-
getting
You
aggressive.
gotta take your rants and just draw them back some.
I can
That was-
start getting aggressive.
That was 10 minutes of a fucking hour.
You gotta take your rants back some.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
gotta take your
Gotta
rants
start
back
getting
some.
aggressive.
Shut the
I'll
fuck
start getting
up.
aggressive.
You gotta
I'll
take
start
your
getting
rants-
aggressive with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start to manga and anime adaptation. So we're gonna do this because we're gonna talk about anime and comics. But I wanted to say this because not even just manga to anime, just like adaptations in general. Sometimes they don't always fit, and sometimes they do. But as our resident manga readers, I don't read a lot of manga. Do you guys feel sometimes the anime adaptations kind of hit well, or do you sometimes they don't do it justice?
Depends on the one, because like what we were talking about in the I think we were talking about on the phone, like the most prime example is from Full Metal Alchemist,
Mm-hmm.
because when they try to adapt it too early, that's why filler episodes exist.
Yeah.
because they're not there yet in the manga. So like instead of doing that in Gintama, I forget what it is, they actually explained filler episodes to a perfection in their anime. And what it happens was like the first adaptation of Full Metal Alchemist, the manga wasn't done yet. So they had caught up and they're like, well, what do we do? And they're like, well, make it up. And so they're like, all right, bet. So that's why it's different. That's why it's not as good, because it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not as good as Brotherhood, where Brotherhood is a pure adaptation of the manga, which fantastic, phenomenal.
It's just good.
It's so good. But
It's
the thing
one of
is,
the
some
best.
people, like the manga gets so popular, but it's so short. They're like, well, we need to make an anime for it. So it's like, you don't. Like, give it some time to develop first so you have time to get these episodes out and not have all these fucking...
Does One Piece have that problem since it's ongoing?
Not really. I mean, they have some filler episodes.
They have
You have the
fucking
recap
filler
episodes?
arcs. They literally
They
have
might.
arcs of filler.
I didn't watch those. I didn't read. I didn't watch. I just read. But
They have whole.
I didn't
arcs.
watch. I just read. But like, so for me, like my opinion of it is like sometimes they do better, but sometimes they fucking ruin it. Like Tokyo Ghoul.
Really bad.
Yeah.
They fuck it up a
Or
lot.
so we'll do One Piece since you asked about One Piece.
I'm just curious because like One Piece is like that grandiose ass anime. And
Well,
I know
so
that's like one of the things.
There are things
that
that,
people talk
are
about.
in the manga that they did not adapt to the anime, but it's more so the gruesome parts of it. So like in the manga, Zeph, when he loses his leg, he cuts it off to eat it.
Oh.
So that Sanji can eat the like leftovers from the ship.
Gross.
So he cuts his leg off and just eats it. In the anime, his leg gets stuck onto something, so they have to cut it off.
Okay.
Or like, spoilers, but when Whitebeard dies, like he gets half of his face blown off in the manga. In the anime, they just blow his mustache off. So, like he still has that part of his head.
Is he still alive?
When he got half his face blown off,
Yeah.
my man was still standing on business.
In the anime?
He was in the manga. He was still
literally
fighting.
died.
Oh, he's alive
Standing
both.
up.
Okay.
He died standing up.
Oh shit.
The man did not fall down. The man
But he was also like 11 feet tall.
yeah.
Okay.
He's a giant. They think he's
They're-
part Buccaneer, but
They're
we don't know
pretty
yet.
massive in the One Piece
Yeah,
universe.
the scaling of like height in that does not make any fucking
Yeah,
sense.
that's
But
Yeah.
they more so like even in Yu-Gi-Oh, they adapted the manga
Oh,
differently.
yeah.
Oh
than
yeah,
the show.
100%.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
was a horror
It-
anime?
Kinda. It was
Horror
like
manga,
an yeah.
Before it turned
Yep.
into a
Yeah.
card game?
So-
Yugi was like the antagonist kind of thing. He was the
Yeah.
villain of it.
I think it was a horror anime.
Or I guess
There was a part in I think it's
Yami.
the Duel City. There's when he's fighting the jester guy, and he has the dark magician, like the evil one. When they have those like blades hitting their legs,
like, why gotta be
like they're sending them to the shadow realm. Those are in the manga. They're real blades cutting their.
oh my
legs.
god.
Yeah, Shadow Realm is also just death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
So
dies.
like they're really
Yes.
getting their ankles cut off in the manga.
Oh shit.
They just made it like
yeah,
shadow
it was
blades.
like a death game.
Yeah,
That's what it was. It was
like Bandit Keith really pulled a gun out, but that in the Japanese version they had him really pull a gun out. We couldn't get too American
Up the
in the
strap.
American version.
That was
they're
before
like,
that
cut
started
the gun
happening.
Stop it. Don't do it.
That was before that.
out. Before what?
Before they adopted that culture.
The gun thing?
Guns.
No. Combine was in '99. Yu-Gi-Oh came out after that.
Yeah, but it wasn't frequent. That was what made it
But-
a big deal.
It still didn't happen the most.
So when it comes to manga to anime adaptations, like Nick was saying, it really all depends. But if you were to ask me, like, what do I expect in one, it would be to at least have an enjoyment in what the manga is, but animated at the bare minimum. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, when you're making an anime, you're trying to improve the medium. You're trying to tell the story in a better way, more entertaining way, or obviously. But there are times when they try too hard, or they just want to get off the success of the name, the money. They want to
yeah.
put their money, their big budget
Yeah.
to use, something like that. And so they just take on a project and not care about it, rush it,
Yeah.
and just put it out.
Yeah.
And other animes will take just a basic story and make it like monumental because of the anime. So in those two examples, biggest one is Demon Slayer, of
Yeah.
course. I've read the whole manga. All three of us have. We read the whole manga. And if I were to just read the manga straight up from start to finish, I would say that was great.
My
That was great.
ex-boyfriend,
was a great manga.
when
Yeah.
you guys remember how impactful it felt for me about what's her name staying alive, Nezuko.
Yeah.
And my ex-boyfriend, he was like, in the manga, they just turned the page and she was there.
See, and that's what I was going to
That's
go
what
more
I was saying.
into.
Yes, that's what he was saying last week.
With the whole
He's like, I literally didn't care
Gyartaro.
because the picture just turned. He said had turned the page and she was alive. So like he was like he didn't understand that like why the fucking TV show they were like building this shit up.
Yeah.
Like he was
I
like,
thought it was great.
Bitch is alive. Why are we doing this? He
It's
was-
for, it's for,
Even
it's
with
for
the-
effect.
Even with
Yeah,
the
they do.
Gyartaro Tengen.
Tengen.
Yeah,
Tengen.
Tengen.
Yeah, Tengen fight, like during the entertainment district, like the
Yeah.
last time they fought,
Yeah.
there was only like a panel or two, like a
Yeah.
1-page panel in the
Yeah.
manga, and it ended up being the best anime sequence
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Still to this day, nothing
Beautiful,
has
gorgeous.
beat it.
And I think that's important too, because like when you're speaking about like making it better than the manga,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naruto came to mind, because like reading Naruto is one thing, but then when you
Watching
watch Naruto, like the fight scenes are so much like you can
And that's
read,
different
like,
because that's
reading
a martial
fight
arts
scene-
anime also. So
Yeah.
like that definitely speaks for itself because like you really want to see them fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it works to me, in my opinion. Like when you're doing an anime adaptation of a manga, it works better when it's an action one
Yeah.
because you can really show off there.
Yeah.
Like storytelling, you read a book normally, and that's storytelling, and you love that. You usually don't want them to be made into a fucking movie
I mean,
because
yeah,
ruin
you
it.
don't want to, but even like comic books or whatever kind of touch what we're going to talk about. But like, yeah, sometimes they don't
They don't hit.
convert well.
Nope.
Yeah, and so
And sometimes they do. Like Batman converts well,
Depending on who's director.
depending on who's directing, and depending on what they want to focus on, right? If they want to focus more on their detective skills, sometimes we get a good
Which
movie.
they never do.
Shout outs to Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
They did
kind
not
of
focus on any of the detective skills in any of that
Dark
trilogy.
Knight.
Shout outs to
No.
Dark Knight. Shout outs to
Dark Knight.
Bane.
When did that? What detective
Shout outs to
part?
Bane.
Bane fucking sucks. That Dark Knight Rises, by the way.
I'm a
The
white
Batman.
I'm a
the
white
Batman
man.
did the detective work in that movie.
I'm a
Thank
white
you,
man
Wes.
proposing a Latin man.
Yeah, every villain. First of all, Ra's al Ghul also played by a white man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Little Mermaid
Said it
can't
wrong.
be black.
No, I say Ra's al Ghul.
Race.
I'm not saying race.
Say race.
I'm not.
It is race.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
You from there?
No.
Exactly.
It's race. I hate
They say
now-
Thanos.
I hate
So-
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
It sounds like a candy.
He is a candy. He's a candy ass
Ra's
bitch.
al Ghul.
and so now with like the
Jesus.
bad
But then, like-
anime adaptations, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
With the bad anime adaptations, that's where you're actually taking the medium and then making it like not worth the watch.
So what is a bad anime adaptation? I don't read manga.
So
like every anime,
I would
is
say-
a good one for me.
I'm gonna say two. The worst anime I've ever watched is the Berserk 2016 anime.
Oh yeah, didn't you want to react?
I would love for us to react that. I still need to do that
So
because
the anime is good, but the manga's. I mean, the anime is bad, but the manga's good.
yes, in like the contrast is unreal because at the end of the day, let's take Tokyo Ghoul as an example.
Yeah.
I have a couple friends, they don't watch anime too much, but they've said that Tokyo Ghoul is their favorite anime.
Why?
And
They watch
exactly
more
how you
anime.
guys are saying not, and then it's already rated, it's very popular, but then people always say the manga is better.
If you ask
and now
any
it's
other
just like
manga readers,
it's kind of like this polarizing thing where it's like, oh yeah, the manga is a lot better, but Tokyo Ghoul, you probably would enjoy it if you just watch the anime as its own thing. Berserk, it's like if you read the manga and you can get through some sick shit, at least for me, you're gonna think it's probably the best story you've
It
ever
is
witnessed.
very good. Yeah. we're on
But
that.
then they animate. Oh my fucking god! If you were to just only watch the anime, and you would say this is bad. Like they don't even save the story because. So again, when I say for the bare minimum, I want to be able to enjoy this medium compared to the manga.
For what it is.
No.
And so with Jujutsu Kaisen, that's why I didn't like Jujutsu Kaisen that much because only the biggest moments I was like, yes, that looks great. Everything else that I was kind of like, oh, I'm excited for this part. Oh, I'm curious to how they do this part. Every single time I was like, ooh, I was like, oh, I was like, no. So like, I wasn't enjoying it that
Yeah.
much. And so with Berserk, nothing. They didn't like. I've fast forward now. They cover a lot in that anime. They actually did 2 seasons. They cover a lot. So
Yeah, I
they
heard
do
that they
some
did.
huge, big shit that can't even imagine how it looked if it was animated great. And I would skip through it. it was mind-boggling how awful they did those. There were when we do the reactions, I'm very excited to watch it. There was one of the best. It's one of the best panels I've ever seen in manga ever. It's just a beautiful picture of Guts in his armor. No spoilers,
I know which one you're
and
talking about.
it's beautiful.
Ooh,
in the anime, oh yeah,
jeez,
Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, some of the fucking
some of the best.
Jesus.
And so what they did for the anime, they showed him like getting into it, and it kind of looked like a Sailor Moon thing where it was like sparkling and effects going everywhere, and he's kind of like
that does not fit
shaking
Berserk.
Around. He was like shaking
Neither does the
around
fucking
like this.
intro music for the.
Oh no, it does not. Yeah, it's like a.
Like doing a senior's photo shoot.
Bro, and then his fucking guts. And then if you know the fucking,
He's like,
if you know even anything that happens in that shit, you would know that that intro does not match that show at all. And it's like
so
fucking
upbeat.
guts. And he's like,
Yeah. And so in this
God.
one scene,
and he carries a fucking 100-pound sword.
Those
Even
were his
the
senior
outro,
photos.
But then
God, dude, that shit was so fucking funny.
they ended up like it didn't even transition. It just kind of showed him going up, and then it like cut, and then it showed the actual manga panel, like the actual real
They're
manga
like, we don't know
panel,
how to do this.
colored, and then just. It was a still. It wasn't even animated. I was like, no fucking way.
How can
I
we
was
save
mind
on the
blown.
budget?
I thought I was
I've
watching a
heard
meme.
about this.
It blew my mind.
I've heard about this.
There's a scene where
I've
he's
heard
walking
about this.
away.
People were like talking shit about this.
It blew my mind.
I want a
There was
Stromboli.
a scene where he was walking
They
away
showed
and
the
they
panel.
literally... Yes.
Way.
Yes.
There's
Dog.
I've heard about this.
They
They
did that in
literally
Jujutsu
just said,
Kaisen.
fuck it.
They just said fuck it and just showed the manga panel color.
And they did that in Jujutsu Kaisen
I
as
feel
well.
like I did see that in Jujutsu.
Yeah,
Kaisen.
it's when
I
it's
knew
when
I
the
saw
three of
that
them were
somewhere.
fighting. It was like they're all in their 120% chance of like their potential, and I was so high. I thought that was one of the coolest panels ever. And then when it happened,
saw it
it
again.
was just bam, and I was just staring at it. I was like, oh, that's how they did it. They didn't
we
do
don't
anything.
want to draw it ourselves.
Yeah, and,
Tired,
and that's why like, and don't get me wrong, if you're gonna draw a big moment panel, I do want it to look like that panel, but in motion,
Yeah.
because that's the whole point. I'm
that's
fucking
the point of
watching
this.
this.
I can read it or just look at a page.
Exactly.
I'll print it out and put it
And
on my
so-
fucking wall.
Right, that's at
Like
home. We
Jujutsu
got that at home.
Kaisen, after reading Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like, oh yeah,
We
I
got
enjoy
Jujutsu
it.
Kaisen at home.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
need to pay-
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't need to pay $10
Literally
a month
went
for
home
fucking
and
Crunchyroll.
Literally went home and grabbed it and put it on the screen. Just
Right.
color this
You
real
can just
quick.
mirror it to the fucking screen.
Bro,
Dog.
fucking
That shit
was
is crazy.
fucking ridiculous.
That shit is crazy. But that I didn't know about that fucking person.
I've heard about that.
It's
I've heard
so
about that.
bad.
That's like that's the
There's
thing.
another
That's
scene where he's
crazy.
walking away, and it's literally like it looks like somebody took it in paint and just went.
You know who else did that?
I was like, what the fuck?
Man's jumping.
Neon
Fucking
Genesis.
South Park.
I have seen, yeah,
Neon
Evangelion.
Genesis Evangelion.
Yep.
They did that too.
Wow.
But
Season finale.
This thing to like the shit that pisses me off, and my friend Saint Antoine, who absolutely loves Berserk, is the final 2 minutes of the Berserk season 2. It's some of the best Berserk animation I've ever seen because they stopped using CGI. The entire show is made in CGI except for this part, and me and my friend were mind blown. We were like, this is
the
amazing.
shit we wanna see.
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't you do this at all?
They're like, let's go out with a bang.
little bit. It blew my fucking mind.
Go with a
fucking
bang.
Because I'm not a hater of CGI. Like if you use CGI in an anime,
If it's
just make it
used
look good.
properly,
Exactly.
yeah,
Used to be used
That's,
properly.
um,
People
like
use
Trigun
it
Stampede.
cut out
Which-
sometimes.
Yeah, Trigun Stampede was one of the ones where I was very iffy at first because I love Trigun from the 90s. One of my
Yes.
favorite animes growing
I didn't
up.
even know it was coming back.
Well, it's a retelling of the story, so it's
Yeah.
different actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
was a
still
little-
really good.
Yeah, I hear
It's still really good. And I was very iffy because they're using CGI. In the first episode, I was fucking sold.
Yeah.
Like what he
they
was
used
doing.
it with knives, didn't they?
They
with his
they used
blades.
everything, the whole anime,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole
But
thing.
there's
Yeah.
there's another
like Blue-Eyed
show
Samurai.
called Junie Tyson, I think it's called
That sounds
Zodiac
familiar.
Wars. And no, nope, not 50 Tyson. he gonna be 16 or some
Whoa.
shit like that. How did the rap go? Anyway,
What's happening?
50 Tyson.
Who's 50 Tyson?
50 Tyson.
Oh, we're gonna show you.
We'll go over
Tyson.
this
Yeah, we're gonna go
later.
over that after this. But
I'm
yeah, no.
scared.
Junie Tyson, what they did is they incorporated like art with CGI,
Okay.
and the animation is actually fucking phenomenal.
Would you compare it to like how Demon Slayer does their effects
No.
with the CGI? Okay.
No, because they like it's the whole thing. The whole show is like CGI like overlapped onto the artwork too.
Oh,
It's very
have
weird.
you seen Blue-Eyed Samurai?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
better than that.
Wow.
In my
okay.
opinion, watch
Okay.
is Junie Tyson Zodiac Wars. I think it's called. It's only
What's it
one
on?
season. It's really good. I have no idea anymore. I watched it
I'll have
a
to-
long
I'll
time
have to
ago.
look that up.
But it, like when I watched it, I think someone like I think they were like, oh, it's CGI, but they were like, it's part CGI. And I watched it. I was like, because I hate CGI
Yeah.
for anime. I fucking hate it. And then I seen it. I was like, all right, this bitch fire.
Yeah.
And it's also you don't know who the main character is. You watch that whole fucking thing. Go tell me who the main
Okay.
character is. I dare
right.
you. Fucking dare you.
All
Because it's not gonna be who you think it is at the end of the episode.
Okay.
It's not gonna be who you think it is.
It's like
This
that.
shit is wild. It's very good. Only one season. I think it's 12 episodes.
Okay.
But
Okay, bet.
it's very good. I highly recommend it. And yeah, cool. I like.
And speaking of adaptations, we're
I
off.
tried to think
I was gonna
because I feel like we were going off another point, and I
Oh, well,
completely
I was
remembered.
gonna say, can I get to a point real quick before we
Yeah,
wrap
help
the
you,
show
yeah,
up?
yeah,
Yeah.
help yourself out.
Go ahead.
I actually has to do with comic books
Yes.
because there's a post that I've been seeing that got brought back to life,
Oh.
and I like to fuck with people because I don't like only movie watchers.
Yeah.
I'm very biased.
No. Let's.
And it's Magneto versus Iron Man in a fight.
Oh, dude.
And the thing is, it's already happened in comic books.
Did Magneto win?
No,
Really?
Iron Man won.
How?
Well, Iron Man is a futurist, so he sees every possible outcome. So he built a suit that's not made
metal,
of
metal.
metal. So he won that fight. But again, you know, the
But
real
doesn't- like I don't understand that then because like the Magneto's not even just like control metal, but it's like the electromagnetic spectrum.
Yeah.
And like Iron Man would need some of the
again, he's a
spectrum.
futurist.
He'll
he,
figure it
He
out.
figures it out.
He
But
figures
how
it
do you
out.
Figure it out.
I
if
have
you
the
need-
comic book. I have the
If you
comic
don't
need-
ask. Don't ask.
But if you need
how can you figure it out?
electricity to run your suit.
He finds a way.
How?
Wind,
You could use solar power.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trust me.
Oh.
It's in Avengers vs. X-Men issue 1, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it was a
One.
recent. Okay.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah.
And again, it's a good comic book run in my opinion.
Yeah, I remember that. I was
But the
like,
battle already happened, and I only share it to just troll people all the time because I'm like, I know you only watch the movies, and if we're going based off of just the movies, yes, Magneto's probably going to win because Iron Man does not have a suit like that. But my other thing is, I was listening to my boy's podcast the other day. His name is Wednesday Pull.
Oh, yeah.
He has a
See him all
podcast
the
called
time.
Wednesday Toast where they talk mainly about comic book things. And he brought up a good point because I was trying to troll people with it. Because there's always the arguments, and we can also agree with this through anime fights, like who's the strongest in the anime world. And the comic books,
Wait for that episode.
always who's the strongest.
Sailor Moon Wednesday.
But the way that he said it should be discussed made sense to me because everyone always brings up feats and like, well, they did this, well, they did this, well, this.
Yes.
But neither thing has the same power scaling.
Yeah.
You can't really compare the two power scalings because everyone's like, well, Batman versus Cap. Okay, they did do that. But like, you're putting this feat against this feat. He was like, I want you to explain the scenario to me and how you think it would play out. And then if you can convince me in that, then I will agree with you.
Okay.
So instead of going by feats, make up your own scenario by how you think it would go. And I was like,
That is actually much harder to do.
That is very
exactly.
hard to
But
do.
it-
See,
Which is why
yeah.
you shouldn't.
It-
But like, which is why you shouldn't be comparing.
It'll
Yeah.
Exactly.
it'll
No, that
turn
makes
into
sense.
because
like
if you can't build an actual battle between the two,
yeah,
you're just going off feats by two people who are from a separate universe.
bias also. you
Yeah.
know,
At the end of the
if
day,
you're just
it
a
is down to the
Batman
writer. Everybody knows
So
it.
it'd be like
Like,
Batman.
at the end of the
at
day,
the end of the day,
it's
it
up to
comes
writer.
down to the writer.
Yeah,
Like we all know
yeah.
that. Like
plot convenience. That's
Iron
that
Man
is the
versus
truth.
Magneto.
Right.
If Magneto really wanted to kill Iron Man, he'd explode the iron in his blood.
Yeah.
Like we all
That
know
part.
this. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And like there's that. Okay. We like
Especially someone who like Iron Man who isn't a pacifist, who has no problem killing.
no problem. So like, but again, it was a great story, made for a great fight, and a lot of people didn't see it coming. So cool. That's dope.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is about the writer. But I like the way that he explained it in saying like you build the scenario and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Because then it's you actually taking the time to consider both abilities, both power sets, and how they would both react in a
Yeah.
certain situation.
I like that.
So I like that a lot more.
There's that one YouTube channel. I think they're called Battles.
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Battles
And those
or
are
not.
fine. Yeah, I like those a
Yeah,
lot. And
they're pretty cool.
I feel like they like when you can't power scale if they don't exist in the same universe. You can't power scale because you got Saitama versus Goku, and like Goku can destroy planets, but then you see Saitama sneeze and almost blow
that's
up a
what I'm
planet.
trying to say. That's what
And it's
I'm
like, how do
trying
you
to
power
say.
scale that
That's what I'm
properly?
trying to say.
Can't.
You can't.
I'm always, when it comes to the Saitama debate, I'm always just Get him out of there.
You see,
Don't bring him in there.
The video
because
game.
I will keep going.
It's
Yeah.
just him punching people.
If you
That
place him,
fucking
you
hilarious.
win.
Yeah.
It's like that's
But
his
it
whole
makes
point.
sense, though, it's funny.
That's his whole point.
I would be
And-
so irritated. Why are you picking Satama? I would be so mad. Why are you picking him?
But I think if we do an episode about like debates on who's most powerful, I think we
I
all
would
should
love
draft
that.
draft up our own battles between each.
I would.
Bro, you know
love
what?
that.
Now that I think about it, I watched a YouTube breakdown, and it was of Demon Slayer, and it was like if all the upper ranks could beat Muzan, but the guy like went into detail about like
Yeah,
how
I
he
did
thought
think
that
of
would
like
play
that.
out.
And that makes
then-
sense.
That
Yeah,
never
like-
happened in the comics. Like they all didn't rise up against that nigga.
can't-
they
can't-
could.
We're not spoiling
Yeah,
anything for
not
you.
saying
We're not
they
spoiling
would.
anything.
No,
For the listeners.
no, it wouldn't work. But like but like what? That's not even a spoiler. It
It's
just
not.
wouldn't. He
It's not.
made them.
Yeah, my man.
But
throws
like you
their
get
bluff.
sick of him and be like, let's kill this nigga.
That's
You
what
can't sneak attack. He'll feel it.
they
Stop
said.
bullying me around because you want to find the fucking blood that we don't have.
Apparently, he
Bitch
can like see through their eyes and shit. Like he
Yeah.
literally controls them. So
He's daddy.
yeah, I mean, you can break the curse, but like he, regardless, like to what he was saying, the way that guy broke it down was sweet, and I was like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't think about that because he took into account their individual abilities and how that would play out, and like Muzan's abilities and how he would fare against the upper one teamed up with the upper three, and like how that was smart. So we should do that. That should be a thing.
So that
That would be a dope
we'll give
thing.
credit to my boy.
Another way
Wednesday poll.
that me and Santuan did a discussion, we were trying to debate whether Denji as Chainsaw Man could beat Invincible Mark, and then now no spoilers, but in a different version of Denji, if you know what version I'm talking about.
Stop reading for a minute.
No, you know it's
Oh,
near the
no,
end.
no. Okay, never
Or
mind.
Chainsaw Man, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
So there was that
That one.
debate. And so instead of just saying, because I was like, oh, because he could do this. And then Santon was like, well, he would just do this.
Yeah.
And I was saying that Chainsaw Man would win.
Yeah.
But then from there, we're like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do the pros and cons. What we genuinely thought that person had over that person. And then what we thought their weakness was,
Yeah.
like how they would lose against
You're
that.
basically going off of stats.
Pretty much.
In that
And
sense.
now again, it was still subjective. Like, at the end of the day, we actually agreed to disagree.
Yeah,
Like
well,
we just came up to
That's
that.
what you have to do at
At the end of the day, that's what all of these
Yeah, because it's all
Versus
fucking
fucking power
subjective
scale.
Oh, 100%.
debates.
Yeah.
But it is interesting. I just liked seeing what is the reasoning that people like to think these ways, because it's always hard to say what is the strongest, what is the best, what is the easiest. Like,
Because you're
say
comparing
subjective.
things that
power,
can't even
it's
be
a-
compared.
I think
Yeah.
for an episode we
Yeah.
should do each one of us has like we go like Mike and me have who we think would win in a fight, and we both run our own draft.
Oh,
And then we
okay.
pitch it to the rest, and whoever
I like that.
Yeah, I do like
That's
that.
a good theme.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
let's do that again. Wednesday Toast is their podcast. I do want to
Okay,
shout
plug
them
it.
out because I've been listening to them ever since they put out their new one, because they've had an old one. They've retired that one, started a new one. And so it's been a lot of fun. I think they did one on like comic book couples, the most cringiest ones. That was a fun
that.
one.
I like that.
They did not bring up Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch because
That
we
only
already
happened
know.
in the Ultimate Verse.
It doesn't matter. It's a disgusting one.
It only happened in the
They
Ultimate
were like,
Verse.
we're not going to bring it up. It's too easy. I was like,
Yeah,
fine.
it's
But when I was listening, I thought that was a really good way to go about it, because the other way is just like, okay, we know their feats, but you can't compare because they're again,
in two separate universes.
separate
Yeah.
universes. So except for the Magneto and Iron Man, I think they're in the same
Yeah,
universe,
they're in the
but
same
it was
yeah.
written already. So
That's weird that they fought.
yeah, they were talking about like Batman versus Superman. Like you can pull up some shit like Batman did like in fucking 52 when they were writing about him. Like, well, he did this in 52, so of course he's gonna beat Superman.
Yeah.
like yeah,
Yeah.
but Superman fucking
He
did
would
this
literally-
in 68,
Literally,
So-
without kryptonite,
Yeah.
Superman would eat him.
Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt. Like that,
Literally it.
The thing was like, dude, Batman's just a guy. Like, don't put him in space.
Yep.
Don't have him do this shit. Like, he's just
He's
take
just
away-
a
he's
fucking
literally
dude.
Just a rich
man.
guy.
He's
He
just
has-
a guy.
He has
Just
the
a guy.
budget.
Just
He's not even rich
dude.
anymore.
He's just a guy.
He's not even rich anymore.
But so that'll be a future episode then.
Let's let's plan for that.
Okay.
Let's fucking
I
wrap
say
this
we-
shit up because we are 136.
Yeah.
Ne-
And I got a shit soon.
and I gotta pee real hard, and I gotta work out, and I gotta fucking do this
I
audio.
gotta eat.
Love
We're
you guys,
humans.
Nick.
Love
do your
you.
fucking thing.
Love you.
See you, Space
Love you.
Cowboys, later.